Ugh.
All right, whenever you're ready.
All right. So, Tyler,
What's up?
it's been a minute.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think exactly 1 minute has been passed since the last podcast.
I mean, yeah, it's been a minute since we started this one, so you're not wrong.
Do you
Only a
think
minute.
the people have forgotten about us?
Yeah, I think so. All three of them. All three of them forgot.
You would believe that they forgot about the Poppin' Off podcast featuring me and my co-host Tyler Mitchell.
Yeah, I think they totally just. First of all, they forgot who we were to begin with. They don't even know who we are. There's oh yeah, those guys exist. So and then the show, I mean, we did that live stream a couple months ago, that random one. But yeah, that doesn't really count. That's different. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
different.
6 months.
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah, I would love for us to just like not like try to like let's just keep talking like we just no intro, just go right into it like we've just been talking since the last podcast, like we just never stopped.
All right. So yeah. What
Yeah,
happened in June?
we've been talking, we just forgot to record. But we've been talking since the last, but we haven't got off Zoom. We just forgot, we just barely remembered to press record. Um
Yeah, we've been zooming for 6 months straight.
I
Yeah,
know. Yeah.
epic. Um, yeah. So
How have
we were
you
actually.
been?
I've been good. Same old, same old. I always say that, but same old, basically. I'm
Same
excited
old,
for
same old.
the new year because once the new year starts, I will be getting a different schedule in my job. I'll have Wednesdays and Thursdays off, which is good because
Oh.
Thursday nights. Yay,
Right,
yay.
right. And then the following it'll be Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, right. You never know. Um,
Yeah.
very excited for this new year. We're already going to be 3 years into this pandemic, which I don't know how that happened, but okay. 3 years, wow.
Yeah. 3 years.
Somehow flew by and felt like an eternity at the same time. I don't know how that happens, but yeah. So,
Yeah.
how have
Suffering,
you
I
been?
guess. Not too bad. Um, have you checked your subscription feed at all recently?
Oh, did you upload? Let me see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Refresh. Let's see. Scrolling. Ooh, I see. Oh, okay. You posted a little release date here, December
Yeah.
9th. Okay, 27 seconds. Should I actually watch it right now?
Well, it's nothing like, it doesn't really give much, but it's essentially just the date.
Okay.
Um, which yeah, Friday.
Okay.
Friday it finally comes out, which I've like spent these past couple of days literally just grinding trying to finish this. And if you don't know what I'm talking about to the people who are listening, because you're on Tyler's channel, not mine, I did upload a little teaser for my new pre- uh prelude. It's not epilogue, it's prelude, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah, prologue, prelude, whatever you want
Prologue,
to call it.
epilogue.
Yeah.
I don't know. Prelude to my new stop motion coming out. It is, I guess I could reveal it's 24 minutes, I believe.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yes. When I was talking to Tyler about it, I mean, I didn't know for sure. He obviously didn't know. But I was like, oh, it'll be like a little short thing. I was thinking 10, something like around like 10, 15 minutes. No, it's 24 minutes. So,
Okay.
it's longer than I was expecting, which is good, but yeah, I spent the last I literally spent the last 3 days just editing and redoing things I needed to do and just recording. And which the fact that you've done 5 seasons and a whole fucking movie about Funko Street. I respect, I can't, like I already respected it because it's such like it's like the best show ever. But also on top of the fact that you were able to voice record that many times, because I feel like when I was doing the voiceover recordings for this,
Hmm.
like dude, like the whole time I was feeling super self conscious. I was like, does this voice work? Does this do better? And then
Right.
trying to like put the emotions out into it without sounding super corny. It's hard, man. I don't know how you did it.
Yeah, it's interesting because like the way I used to do it, I would literally just
I do, yeah, because I think I know what you're saying. I did it in one take,
right,
essentially. I tried to.
right. Obviously you screw up here and there, but you just cut that out, obviously, and you
Yeah,
cut
yeah,
out
yeah.
the pause breaks and whatnot. But yeah, I
Hmm.
would literally just go through the entire thing in one go, essentially, just switching voices every line, essentially. And I was like, man, I don't want this voice to sound too similar to this one, and because you're the only person doing a voice, so
Exactly.
I don't know how many characters you have, don't tell me, but like I
Yes.
assume you had to switch a lot, so it's challenging, yeah, especially since this is your first one too. So yeah,
Yeah, which I'm going into like I was really hard on myself when making it because I didn't know I think I was, which is funny because you kind of hear little things similar to this in it. I was worrying too much about like how others might take it. Um I was just more so on the fact that like would people take this serious? Would people think that this sounds cringy? Would, people think that like this could have been better? And then I was like, no, I just need to kind of just focus on what I want to tell, even if it's like, even if everyone ends up hating it, it's what I kind of want to put out and what I feel like is important down the line, because this is a like, this does set up Funko Block in a way, kind of. You'll see what I mean. Um, and it all ties in. So I just made what I thought would be good, and I hope it doesn't suck. I want to do a podcast with you like after the fact, like
okay,
whatever, so I can get your thoughts, or you could just
an
Instagram it.
after
I don't
show.
know. Yeah, yeah. It's I don't know, but I
You know
hope
what
it.
we should
And
do? I have an idea.
yes,
What
yes.
we should do is like how we have the podcast on my channel, we should do one on your channel. Like you host a Zoom meeting, and then I'll let you know like my thoughts and every, you know what I mean? Like we should do it that way, and then you could upload it as an after show or something. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the problem. I like I've wanted to do like, we've both record this and we both put it on our own channels. The only reason why I don't is because I literally like I've done all my editing and stuff on my phone. Like I do everything on my phone, which makes it like 10 times more harder. But I need to get used to figuring out how to do like editing and stuff on a MacBook, because that's what I'm currently using
Okay.
now. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I've edited before when I was in a film class in high school on computers, but it was on Premiere Pro, which is super expensive to get individually.
Right.
My school was covering that, and it was on a Windows. I never did anything on a MacBook before, so
Okay.
yeah, it's just I want to at some point, because exporting and editing on my fucking phone is hard.
Well, literally all the videos I upload now are on my phone. Like I just use iMovie on my iPhone. Like
Yes,
I literally
that's
what I
exactly what I
used to
use.
do back in the day, I used to have my Canon 7D camera. I'd film everything with that, including the stop motion, and I'd do it all on Windows Movie Maker, everything. But nowadays with the iPhone, I literally just do it all from the 4K camera, on there, and then just edit it right on iMovie. So, I mean, honestly though, for the after show thing, it's not hard because we're on Zoom. Zoom records it for you. It's literally just an audio file, and you just put it over the image, and that's it. Like that's literally all I do. I take the Poppin' Off logo, and I take the audio from this, and I just and I add the music or whatever, and that's it. So it's easy. I don't know, but
Cool. All right, good to know.
yeah. So like you would host the Zoom meeting, you would hit record when we start, and then it would give you the audio file when we finish the meeting, obviously. So
Yeah, it'll be like I remember when AMC, like after Walking Dead or Breaking Bad, they'd have like the immediate after show right
yeah,
after.
Talking Dead, yeah,
Yeah, that would be us talking Funko, I guess.
yeah, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, no, I think you should absolutely do it though because like it's a cool way for people to. I mean, I don't know how many people are gonna actually tune in, but like hopefully it's a lot, and they'll actually listen to us talk about it in depth, and I'll give my theories, and
Right,
but I'm
right,
excited. What time is it gonna come out on Friday? Midnight or
right. I'm gonna try to have it out by midnight. If not, then for sure in the morning, at least
okay?
in my morning. But I'm gonna try to upload it Thursday night and have it set to be released at midnight.
Okay, perfect. Because I work on Friday, but before, I don't go until 3 p.m. So like I can anytime before
Yeah,
that be perfect. So yeah, I'll
right,
watch
right,
it.
right.
And I'll let you know. I'll like send you a message, like my instant thoughts, and then we'll do the after show whenever. Like I said, I'm off Mondays and Tuesdays, so um,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It doesn't have to be like a super long discussion or like an hour or anything, but
Yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah, we'll think of something. I definitely want to talk about your first one. I mean, it's the first one, so
yeah. Yeah, I know. I hope it's not. It doesn't. Like I've watched it many times now because obviously I'm the one who made it and edited it, and did the script. So I hope, like that's what I was also taking into consideration. I'm like, it's my first. Like I don't need to make the Godfather here. So
right, right.
yeah,
So okay. So wait, is it like totally done, or you got to do a few
it's done.
finishing
It's
touches on
100%
it?
done. It's everything's complete.
Oh, okay. So I'm not trying to rush you, but why does it need to come out on Friday? Why not
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you want
tomorrow
to.
when I'm off work and maybe we could do the after show tomorrow? No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to do all that.
I don't know. I don't know if like people would want anticipation. I don't know. I don't
Actually,
know how
no,
it works.
no, no, no. Actually, you did the right thing. That is a good idea. The anticipation thing. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
great.
give people time to see the teaser.
But me personally, man, I'd have the thing done and I'd be like, man, I can't wait. I want to put it out now. Like I
I
remember I did
know.
that with the
That's
with the movie. I was like, you know what? I'm putting it out now. Remember
I
that?
remember that. I remember. Yeah,
I couldn't
I
wait.
was so tempted to do that too, which originally I wasn't going to put out a teaser, but I wanted to put out something. Originally, I was just going to put out like a little like the date, but I was like, no, I got to put together. I want to put something there.
Yeah,
So it was only a couple seconds, but um, yeah, that's why I did that, and I was very tempted to just release it, but you know, I'll keep the people hyped up, I suppose.
building hype. Trust me, but when Thursday rolls around, if you still haven't like, just totally gave in and uploaded already, you're like, man, I can't wait to put this out. Let me put it out. Can it be Friday already? Like, trust me, you're gonna be like on the edge of your seat just trying to get this thing out. Like, I can't wait
Right.
anymore. Yeah, so but I will definitely be tuning in immediately. Um, so I'm excited.
That's cool. Um, and yeah, for those who don't know about it, it's it is a character piece. So like it's just about one character. I won't go into it, but I mean, if you see the teaser, you'll know who the character is, which you haven't seen it yet, have you?
No, I
Right?
haven't watched it yet. I can watch
Yeah.
it right now if you want me to, or should I just wait till after? Or what do you want me to
I
do?
mean, there's really nothing there. You'll see who it is. The teaser is literally just one little shot from like
Okay.
the middle of it, and um yeah, I took inspiration from Phantasm, where I have moments where it's like a picture, and moments where it's video.
Okay.
um so I did that, and this is the teaser is one of the video moments, and it just has like background music from like it's literally just one scene taken out with just the title over it, and then spoilers, I guess, for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'll click it right now. I'll take out my headphone that doesn't work because it doesn't work. And let's see. Okay, here we go.
All right. So for those who are listening right now, you do see uh Wanda in it, obviously.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what he's watching right now. He I'm excited for it. I wonder what he's gonna say.
Okay.
Because that
So that was a really cool black and white film noir I just watched. 20 second. Yeah. Okay.
because how was it? How was it?
That was pretty cool. I don't know. I like the cinematography, I guess you could call it. Yeah, that looked really nice.
Yeah, the whole movie is black and white too. So
Beautiful.
right.
Mm,
Um.
okay.
So yeah, obviously we're able to tell who that was,
Yeah,
basically.
that was the 50s Wanda.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the main character is Wanda. And it's just about her. I won't go much more into it, but it's a 20-minute drama. So that like if your show was, from the get-go pretty crazy, which I will have all that in Funko Block, but like I think that was my biggest concern. Like for my start, do people want to see just a drama? I
Right.
guess a character thing, but I was like, I mean, like I said, when I put out that update like a month ago, like I was like, this kind of has to be done because originally, like, what happens in this, I briefly just mentioned in like the first episode of Funko Block, but I was like, I need to kind of go in more depth with this,
Okay.
because I feel like it just adds so much more context, and I think having a longer version of it, I think kind of it adds to the character, which this character is important to the show. Um, and it kind of just makes things a bit more understanding for the character, which is very important in the context of all of Funko Block. And I just I because I don't want to. I could have just easily just made this a short episode, but I didn't want to because I feel like it wouldn't have worked as much as an episode, and I feel like it would have cut off the flow in a way.
Right.
Because obviously you're going to learn more about the different characters in the show, but I feel like with Wanda specifically, you do want to see that full thing kind of play out, which you'll see on Friday. Um, and yeah, that's why I kind of made this its own dedicated thing. And it is, I figured it like it would be a really cool way to kind of set up and tease the events that occur in Funko Block. So
Okay.
yeah, it's very
Hmm.
exciting.
Okay. Well, I have a theory instantly. Obviously, you don't have to confirm or deny. So the fact that it's Wanda and it said it's a tragedy, I feel like either something bad is going to happen to her, sort of like WandaVision, and then she goes crazy in Doctor Strange. It's like it's probably going to be something occurs with her and she ends up becoming a Scarlet Witch in your show. That's just my theory right away, but who knows?
Thing.
I really I don't know.
I do take inspiration from both when it comes to her character. I mean, it's kind of like your show in a way where it's the character and they kind of have a similar personality, but it's not the character, from their movies that they're from,
Right.
they're
Yeah.
their own things. And it is similar. But it isn't exactly how it plays out in WandaVision and Doctor Strange. It's a lot more, I guess, real, I guess, in a sense, and I won't go too much into it because there still is this you're gonna have to watch it, but yeah, I mean it is sad.
Okay.
Yeah, and I sent you that picture where I was trying to read the dialogue and I sent you what my eyes looked like after reading one part of it.
Yeah. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
what kind of material we got here? Because
Well,
man,
that's the thing. I had to tone it down, dude. I had to tone it down because
wow.
it was depressing, and I had to rewrite it and make it a bit shorter because funny enough, when it came to writing this, I it's been so long. Like we've been talking about my stop motion for forever. Like
Hmm.
it feels like we've been talking about it for years at this point.
Yeah.
And the problem was that it when it came down to it, I just never was happy with it, or I just couldn't figure out how it all kind of blended together. Like it just felt either too fan servicey or just too just forgettable.
Okay.
And I think I just wasn't happy with it. And this is gonna sound funny, but like I had released that teaser a long time ago, where I had Dobby in it, and that was from one idea I had that just I felt like wasn't going anywhere, so I scrapped that. And then I had another idea, I scrapped it, and then I wrote the entire Funko Block series. I kid you not, I have the entire script of that series, and I scrapped all of it. Um,
Wow.
because I just wasn't fully happy with it. And with the new one, there's elements from pretty much all those previous iterations I had of it, but
Hmm.
it's a whole new thing, which I guess worked out because I took the things I didn't like from all those and just took the things I did like and kind of blended them and meshed them into this. Um, and it's it's it, it, when writing this, I couldn't think. Well, when I first started rewriting the new Funko Block series, I couldn't really put it together, and I felt like I just wasn't happy with the writing. Like that's where it all falls down to. I just wasn't happy with it. I just felt like it could have been better.
Hmm.
And it wasn't until I became, and this is where it becomes funny. It wasn't until I became super depressed and started writing it in that state where I was like, "Oh shit, this is good." And then
Hmm.
I like that's when I became like more like infatuated with it, and I was like, okay, like I felt like it was coming more so from the heart, which I feel like was missing from it. I feel like I was more so concerned about like trying to make this big spectacle or trying to please everyone that when I started writing with that kind of mindset and I started writing more with like my feelings poured out into it. I felt like it was more me, which was what kind of made me feel like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted to put out.
Right.
So then from that kind of when I started with writing like that and then writing Wanda's character, that's what definitely made me want to make this spinoff and then putting all that together. So it finally kind of happened and now it's here. And yeah, it like I'm so glad I finally was able to create something that I'm happy with, which I don't know if you ever went through anything when writing Funko Street. But
Well, no, no, I definitely understand everything you just said. Like it's good to like if you're in a certain state of mind, it's good to like not distract yourself with something, but like occupy your mind with something like being creative or whatever. And also using that to fuel your creativity is like that's amazing. Like that's that's actually really cool that it worked out that way. But yeah, no, like I've never like not with Funko Street really, but I'll just say kind of with the latest Shrek video, I kind of use some of my frustrations I've had with both my channel and myself over the last couple months. I put into that video, which I'll elaborate on that later if you want me to, but because that video was kind of unique to say the least.
right, right.
Um,
I'll talk to you about it later.
yeah, yeah. So I definitely vented, I guess you could say, with that video. But yeah, no, I definitely understand. It's good to like use your own personal feelings like in your own artwork essentially, and then having it, also affect you. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no,
Like it's a
I
great way to
understand
express your
exactly.
feelings. Yeah.
Yeah, and when I was doing this one, I literally have it in the credits. I do say this. I was like, um, which I'm going to tell you right now. This honestly, writing this all out and kind of putting this into character and getting to go back and kind of film it and just take it in as like a film. It was very therapeutic to me. Um,
Hmm.
like just writing it out and just getting it out. It like man, it felt like like therapy almost. um and which was I was very scared about kind of putting such a personal like touch onto it and making it so personal, but I
Right.
felt like that's kind of I think that's exactly what I wanted to put out. And I think it leads to a very compelling story and a character that is very interesting. And yeah, it was very scary, but I'm very proud of what I made. I really hope it doesn't suck. You're talking about it this much.
I 100% understand what you're saying right there. Yeah. And I explained to you too, like a long time ago, like when you have an idea in your head and like you picture it and it comes out just the way you expected it to, it's like the best feeling ever. And when you finally hit upload and, publish it, it's the best feeling ever because it's like, all right, it's finally free for everyone to see. Like
Which
it's
I'm gonna be glad when I do publish it, because I feel like even watching it now, I'm like, man, I should have done this better. Man, I could do this instead. But I'm like, I'm trying to hold myself in, like, no, just keep it like this. And when I publish it, like, I can't change it anymore after that. So
right, right.
that's gonna be something too, because I just even like rewatching it, I'm like, man, I could change it, do this. And I'm just like, no, don't, just leave it as it is. It's fine. If you want to do anything else crazy, save it for the show.
Right. No, I get you. Yeah, yeah. Because like I said, this is your first big thing, like big stop motion. So like, you'll learn from the feedback. Like I'll honestly, like after I watch it, I will give you my straight up like no BS opinion. Like if you want my
Awesome.
straight, yeah, like I'll
Yes.
tell you.
Yeah. Because
So
I mean, I would have done. I did do the same with Bunko Street, so I would hope you would do the same.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I won't sugarcoat it. I get, I'm very nice when it comes to grading movies and everything. But like, since I know you literally, like I will tell you straight up, like,
I'm excited for you to tell
yeah.
me in the wake up in the morning, like, yo, this fucking sucks.
I doubt it's gonna be like that because but yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna like it, obviously. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll love it. I don't know. I don't know what's in store for me. So yeah,
Yeah.
the hype is real.
Hmm. Which, did you recognize the music from the teaser? By the
You
way,
know what? I gotta play that again. I didn't catch it
I'll tell
immediately.
you, it's from Logan. That's why I didn't know if you
Oh,
recognized
it's
it
from
at first.
Logan.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Now
Um,
here's my real nerd brain. I'll probably know what scene it's from in Logan once I recognize it. Let me play it again. This is the scene where he's like sharpening his claws and he's bleeding or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
knew it. Ha
yeah.
ha ha! I knew it.
And what's
See him.
funny is when I watched back Logan a couple months ago and I heard the music, I was like, I could use this for something. So I went on YouTube and I saved it and I was like, oh, I could use that for this scene. Yeah, this totally
Uh,
works.
that's great. Okay, so you
Yeah.
didn't get copyrighted or anything, did you?
It did, but not copyright striked. It's just,
Right,
copy,
just the claim.
which I don't care. I'm not trying to make money off of this. I doubt it's gonna get like millions of views, so I don't really care.
Yeah, there's instances on my channel where like I'll put music, like for instance, the Top Gun video a couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
I that's got music in it and it got claimed, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I wanted to have this music, so I'm just gonna upload it and not make any money off it. So I just did that. I've got a
yeah,
couple instances of videos like that where they have a lot
yeah,
of views and I could have made a few bucks off them, but I said, screw it. I'd rather just keep it the way it is. So
yeah, exactly.
yeah, money ain't everything, people. I could have made $5 on this. No.
Yo, no, that's a whole pizza.
Yeah, right. It's a whole pizza.
So yeah,
Um,
that's my little Funko Block tangent. I was literally trying to get like at least something out today so we could talk about it. So I'm glad we did.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely. I'm very hyped.
and in the past couple of months, have you uploaded anything important within the past, since June?
You mean just straight up unboxings all the time? No, not really. I mean, let's see. Let me go through my so let's see. I did the Shrek video.
I uploaded the Twilight video, which
Right. I really enjoyed that one. That was cool.
did you?
Yeah, that
I
was
didn't
fun.
hear your thoughts on that. I was gonna ask you, did you like it?
I thought I left a comment on there. I did or sent you a
Let me see.
message or I
I don't
did
know. Let
something,
me
I think.
see. I think you just let me see. Oh, you just
Yeah.
put content.
Oh yeah. No, that was fun. It was like an out and about kind of thing. And again,
Yeah.
I'm not like into Twilight. So like maybe if I was into it, I would have been like, oh man, but it was
Yeah,
cool to see
no.
you do something like that. So
Yeah, it was very uncomfortable, but I'm glad I did it.
eh.
I'm not used to vlogging, so
Right. No, I
that
gotcha.
was
Me neither. So um all right, so ever since the last time we talked, which was that live stream,
you did do
um
Shrek. Shout
yeah, and I
which
did the video about let's see, everything that's like not an unboxing basically. So I talked about Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine. I did that in a video. I did a couple movie reviews. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, it's just been straight up movie reviews and unboxings because it's just that's just how it is right now. I'm still adjusting. Um,
and your
but like I
epic
said,
Twitter ban. I mean, not Twitter banner. Your epic YouTube banner.
oh
Get
yeah,
to
that's
that.
great. Yeah, and hey, I don't know if I should make this a challenge video or something, like a giveaway challenge. First person to find this. If somebody can find what video that's from, because I know what video it's from, but if somebody can figure it out, I'll give them a prize. I should do that. I should do that as like a challenge.
I
It's
feel like
literally,
I
huh?
feel like I can think about it. Let's see. I remember there was a video where I think we talked about on the podcast. Where you're like, dude, I say so much in this video.
Yep. Well, it's not from okay, I'll just say this. It's from a video you wouldn't expect like it would not be from a video you would expect, but at the same time there's kind of a clue, but I can't reveal it if that makes
Yeah,
any sense. There's a clue in the comment sort of. Like but it doesn't match the video whatsoever. But it just happens to be a clue in the comment.
from
But I can't I
God.
can't I can't explain it. Like it'll give it away. Once
Okay.
once if you want, I can tell you, like I'll
Yeah,
message you
tell me
right
after the
now, and
fact.
then you can't reveal it on the podcast though. You want me? I'll
Right.
just
Okay.
message to you right now.
Yeah, just message me.
Okay, and then you might understand what the clue
I
is.
have I have a I ha, I have a theory, but I'm not gonna.
No, go
I'm
ahead and
holding
say it
on
because I
that.
think you're wrong, but just tell me.
Was it from um your Doctor Strange review?
Nope.
Okay, no, then I'm wrong.
All right, I just sent it.
Ah,
Now, do you see what the clue
oh,
is? Yeah, you get the
okay.
clue? Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's on that video. So if you go to that video, you'll
Right,
see
I'll find
it's
it.
the pinned comment. Yeah. Don't play it out loud, obviously.
No, I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not.
Oh man. So funny. Um, but yeah,
It's
I
not
need to. I was gonna say, I need to know your thoughts on the Shrek video. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
um I appreciate the reference to Halloween Kills, my second favorite Halloween movie. Hot take.
Mm, hot
Which
take.
we haven't talked about that yet. I don't think we talked about it. Have we talked
No.
about it? I don't think we talked about
Well,
it.
we
In the
kind of
podcast.
messaged about it a little bit. I did like a super long review, I remember, but we haven't
Right.
really talked obviously in depth yet.
Yeah. No, I fucking loved it. um, yeah, so we haven't talked about it. But obviously I'm not gonna distract from the Shrek. We'll get back to Halloween Kills, but I loved it. So I'm glad you referenced it. Um, which I noticed right away when you did the Halloween 3 type of blue credits. Um, my only problem, which I did mention to you about, was I wish it was longer. I wish
Right.
which I get. You're working. You're a strong, independent woman, so you can't,
Eh,
you can't, you can't do too much. But I wish it was longer. I wanted more in depth, which I see you should do a spin-off, but we'll
right.
see how that goes. But yeah, no, I really liked it. It was very out of left field, which I liked. It was I wasn't expecting like it at all, like how it turned out. Like the thing with Jeff Goldblum, I was like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, no, I'm glad it was like with as obscure as it was, I'm glad you kept it serious. That's what I liked about it.
Right.
So that was really cool. And it moves very fast.
Right.
Like I'm like, what? Wait, what's going on? And then when you killed Shrek, I wanted to throw my laptop at a wall. I was pissed. Um, but yeah, no, I really liked it. The whole trilogy has been amazing,
Eh,
obviously.
right.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Any epic behind the scenes stories for this one?
All right. So this video was interesting. Now, I don't know if you see it on your end, but they came up with the timer. You're about to reach 40 minutes.
Oh my
Is that,
God, really?
yeah,
Already?
do you see it on the screen or no? It says there's
Yeah,
like
I see
7 minutes and
Seven
change.
minutes.
Yeah.
Mine
So
had
if I have
7 minutes.
to end it all, we'll start over again, but I'll just try to get through this. Okay. So where do I begin? So I remember I messaged you, a few months before Halloween Ends ever actually came out. I was like, yeah, the next Shrek video is gonna be controversial. Do you remember that? I sent you
I
that.
do. I do.
Yeah, because I already knew in my mind I was gonna kill him off. I was gonna make it like something like it's not. It wasn't gonna be like this grand epic finale. It was gonna be sort of like a letdown. I was purposely gonna do that because number one, similar to how I think the filmmakers of Halloween Kills felt about the reception to that movie. When the view count for Shrek Strikes Back was so low, and I was disappointed by that. Like I made the whole commentary and and I talked about it, and I was thinking about doing a commentary for this actually, but I figured I'll just explain it here. Um,
Right.
I feel like the people that worked on Halloween Kills, they work hard. They worked hard on that movie, and I feel like they weren't happy with the reception people gave that movie, and that's probably why they made Halloween Kills the way they made it. Um, not totally, that wasn't probably the
Yeah.
only reason, but like I'm sure that played a factor into it.
Yeah.
And I sort of felt the same way. It was sort of like I mentioned earlier about frustrations with um sort of sort of that and also with myself because like I said, lately I haven't been making anything aside from like unboxings, really. Like I haven't really been putting effort into stuff because like I said, I've just been very busy and it's no excuse, but I'm just sort of annoyed with myself because I do have a little bit of free time, but like I don't really dedicate enough of it to making things anymore. And I really want to do that again. And I
Right.
was sort of like critiquing myself with the video, like, and also again venting my frustrations. Um, so I purposely sort of made it like a lazy final chapter, essentially. Like I obviously made it funny and out of nowhere with Jeff Goldblum, but like I purposely did that because I wasn't pleased with how the last video. I mean, I was pleased with how it turned out, aside from the Shrek voice, which again was terrible, which is why I didn't appear in this video at all. No Shrek voice in this one. Um, so I was proud of the last video, and I worked super hard on that one. And again, the view count, I think it reached 1,000 views finally, but again, it's nowhere near as good as the first Shrek video did. Um, so I was very let down by that, and I was like, you know what? This is like I said, and I was being serious too when I said this. I am not buying Shrek 3 and 4 on 4K. Like I'm just not going to do that because I'm not going to I don't need those movies on 4K. I'm sorry. Um
Well, Shrek
so
4, maybe.
this
Grumpelstiltskin.
yeah, and my catchphrase has always been never say never. So like even though I said this is the end, never say ever. Like right now, yeah, this is the end for me, but again, maybe a year from now, 2 years from now I might have an idea again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
So
Bungo Street, like what you always said.
exactly. And that still is under the never say never umbrella, even though it's, quote unquote done for good. And again, I'm not trying to build up any expectations, but I'm just saying you never know. So,
Yeah, I can't wait for
right.
Newt too, by the way.
Yeah, Newt too, exactly. Never say never. Um maybe on the 10th anniversary of Newt, I'll maybe
Yeah.
I'll so no, yeah, I literally was like, okay, this is gonna be the ending. I'm just gonna end it controversially, sort of how Halloween's did. It's funny because like I
That's
watched Halloween Ends and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be inspired by this movie to like include it in the Shrek video because it's sort of Shrek as Michael Myers and I guess I'm Laurie Strode. I don't know.
that's interesting. I've that's probably the first time I've ever heard someone say like they purposely intended just to say fuck it and end it lazy on
Yeah, right.
the
Oh no, no,
installment.
no. It is a lazy video. Like it really is. Out of all of them, it is absolutely the laziest video because literally it's just 4 minutes of me sitting down and just talking most like for the most part. That's what it is. And it's a few shots of a Jeff Goldblum figure and a few shots of Shrek. Like it's literally took not that much effort. Um Whereas the one before, again, took all
It
the
was a
effort in
whole,
the
yeah,
world and it got like no views. So,
which I
that's
felt like was interesting regarding Halloween Kills. I feel like because the second one they tried to make it so like fan appealing, like bringing all old characters back, making it like tons of
right.
kills. I feel like with how negative that one was released, like received, they were. I feel like the filmmakers were just like, "Fuck it, you know what? We're not gonna care what the fans want anymore. We're gonna make the film we want to make." And
Exactly. Like
I feel like Halloween Kills. I wasn't saying they purposely made it lazy or purposely made it just to piss people off. I feel like they purposely made it like they had a concept and they might have if Halloween Kills was so great, they might have changed it to make it more like that movie. But at this point, since people were already like, it's probably not going to be good because Halloween Kills sucked. They're like, who cares? We're going to make the exact film we want. Doesn't matter
right.
if it's controversial. We're going to make it exactly how we like, which is what I respected because I loved how different and how like it just was its own movie. Like I felt like it was the most like direct like I feel like the director's vision and heart, I feel like I felt more in this movie than I did the previous two, if that
Right.
makes any sense.
No, I get you. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It definitely was out of all the movies the most unique, and it was definitely like a whole like it was their idea for sure. Because like
Yeah.
obviously the 2018 and Kills were pretty much for the most part very basic movies. It's straight
Yeah,
up Michael Myers
exactly.
kills people. Yeah, this one was very different. Um, so yeah, I appreciated that too about it. Again, I didn't love the movie. I think I gave it like a 7.5, which I liked it more than Kills though. So
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, I don't hate the movie by any means. I did a long
Which
review if people want to
makes
hear
me so mad the fact that people are trying to shit on this one more than Kills. Like, dude,
it.
no way.
Right. Yeah. No, well, Kills is as a horror movie, Kills is really good as a horror movie. But in terms of like what they were trying
Movie
to accomplish
itself.
with yeah, no, yeah, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, the Halloween Ends timing around the time of Shrek 2 coming out in 4K was perfect because it gave me an inspiration. I was able to like make it clear with the blue text and me wearing a Michael Myers t-shirt that this is a Halloween Ends inspired video and people got the
Right.
message, I think. Um
Yes.
so yeah, and it's funny too because if you look in the comment section, there's literally not that many people talking about the Shrek stuff. They're literally just like, "Hey, great video. My username for Instagram is this. Thanks. I'll be entering for the code." That's it. Like literally, nobody's really talking about Jeff Goldblum killing Shrek with a knife or anything. Like it's pretty
Um,
funny.
yeah, hold on. Let's push this to the next one because it's about to end. I can see it on my screen.
All right, guys, we're gonna go to commercial break real quick, and I'll
Yeah,
re-invite you.
right.
All right, it's gonna take a few minutes though. It's got to save.
Yeah,
So
we'll do an epic promo.
all right.
I know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for all three of you that are listening, we are back. Um,
Yeah,
so yeah, so we left off. We were talking about Shrek slash Michael Myers. So if
yeah.
you had to rank, and be honest, like totally honest, if you didn't like something, whatever, just like let me know how you would rank all three of those main videos with Shrek.
Well, the thing is, it's hard to do because there's, like videos in between that tie everything together. So how can I rank all just purely three?
Right. Well, the main ones though. Like I'm just
The main
curious.
ones,
I mean,
right?
well, maybe you like the lamb video the best out of all of them, even though it's like 2 minutes. Like I don't know.
Um, okay, let me think. That's a hard one. Uh, hmm. You know, I think, damn, that's hard. Why do you have
I
to
feel
put me
like
on
the
the
first
spot?
one is just the best one. It just is.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because like when I uploaded that first one, were you expecting anything like that? Like,
Not really. No.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just the first one's the first one. It's just iconic. I don't know.
I don't know. The lamb one's a classic, at least in
Yeah.
my eyes.
Well, I mean, out of the main three, not the other ones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So out of Shrek, Shrek Strikes Back, and then Shrek 2.
Yeah,
Right.
well, the Shrekkening, Shrek Strikes Back, and then It's All Over. Those are the three.
Right, right, right,
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna have to say number one, the best is Shrek Strikes Back
Okay.
because you put so much effort and care and love into that one, and you were really trying to tell a coherent story.
Okay.
Um, then I'll do the most recent and then the first one.
Really interesting. Okay.
Yes,
Interesting. All
because I
right. All
like
right.
the most recent one.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Yeah. I'm not trying to say it sucks. It doesn't suck necessarily. It's just it was the laziest out of all of them for sure.
Yeah, and
Intentionally.
there's something about the fact that it was like that is very like it. I don't know. It's just like being lazy made it not lazy in a way, if that makes any sense.
Okay. It also has the greatest end screen of all time. The last 20 seconds.
Right.
Right. The greatest end screen of all time. Um, Yeah, and by the way, like I don't even know how I came up with the whole Jeff Goldblum thing. You know what's funny too? I just wore that shirt just because in the first one, I was like, you know what, it's a funny t-shirt, I'll wear it. And then I was like, you know what? In every Shrek video, I'll just wear the shirt again. So I
Mhm.
literally wore it in every shirt, and I was like, you know what? I should just make that a thing to where the shirt is like cursed or something. And I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know. I just sort of like just came up with that on the spot. I was like, I have a Jeff Goldblum figure. I'll just make it somehow come to life and kill Shrek. Like, I don't know how the fuck I came up with that, but I did. So,
Hmm.
yeah, it's very random. Um,
Yeah,
so I'm glad you liked it though.
I did. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So,
Um,
and I'm glad, by the way, too. We were supposed to do this last Monday, but we sort of weren't able to. And I'm glad we didn't because last week, not one, not two, but three epic trailers came out. And you know which ones I'm referring to, right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we can actually discuss those, which is
Oh, we'll
great.
start off with I think both of our favorites. I'm
Right.
assuming, which is
Yes.
Guardians 3.
Yes.
Oh my god,
Dude, man.
dude.
Every time I watch that trailer, I've watched it probably like 20 times already.
Me
I
too.
get chills, literally chills every
Yes.
time.
Yes. Actually, before we get into it, we haven't talked about any of the Marvel stuff that has came up recently. And speaking of Guardians, we still have like the Guardians Christmas special. So I think we should work our way up to the new stuff that we're excited for.
Okay. Okay.
Um, or we could talk about the other two first, which or should I say Indiana Jones? Indiana Jones. Let's do
Okay.
that one. How was
So,
that?
oh, real quick, let me know because I don't know if we've ever really talked about Indiana Jones. How are you on those movies?
Um, I rode the ride at Disneyland.
Okay, I'm jealous.
Yes, fantastic ride, by the way.
Right.
I it's funny you mentioned it. I was gonna watch the entire saga or entire series today, but I didn't because I've never seen them.
Oh, okay,
But I
gotcha.
really liked the trailer.
Right. Okay.
Except everyone's hyping up the de-aging thing. I didn't think like it looks de-aged, but I feel like it doesn't look as good as it has in like a Marvel movie. But it could just be the trailer
Well,
or
you know what
something.
it is? I think because we haven't had a DH Harrison Ford yet, I think that's why people are like, "Oh my God, it looks so good." Because we haven't seen it done on him yet. Like we've seen it
Yeah,
on Sam Jackson, we've seen it on Michael Douglas, we've seen it on Kurt Russell. Like we haven't seen it on him. And for
which I
some
still think the
reason,
Michael Douglas one's like the best we've seen it.
oh
Honestly.
yeah, even though that was the first one, it still looks like like it's still the best one. I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah.
But the Samuel Jackson one was like for a whole movie, so that's pretty impressive. Um, but like there's something about this one though, it's like because they're shining a light in his face, you know what I mean? It kind of makes it look like photorealistic, if that makes any sense. I
Yeah.
don't know, because they like take a bag off his head and there's like a light being shined in his face. I don't know.
Right.
It does look great though. So
Yeah.
yeah. Um, but it's interesting because so I've grown up with the movies. I love all of them. Obviously, Crystal Skull is
Yes.
not good. The fourth one.
I
I
I
don't hate
love,
it.
I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know the full context, but I love the surviving the nuke in the fridge thing.
Oh yeah, that never bothered me actually. I actually kind of like the Nuketown sort of thing. It's funny. I get why people hate it, but it never really bothered me. Um,
Right.
yeah, no, that movie in general and quality compared to the first three, it's not even close. But it's okay, I guess. But the first three are all epic. I love them. You know, Steven Spielberg made all of them. And I was kind of worried going into this one, like, this is the first one without Spielberg. And, you know, I mean, James Mangold, that guy is
Yeah,
incredible,
love him.
obviously. So I'm very, you know, I believe in him all the way. So, and there's rumors going around this might have to deal with time travel because the title of the movie and plus the young Indiana Jones. So, like, Dial of Destiny, like a time dial. Um, so I don't know. That's tricky. Time travel, you know, sometimes it goes good, sometimes it doesn't. So we'll see. And I don't know. He's 80 years old in this movie, so I mean, he's still in shape. You know, he still does a lot of action, but I don't know how it's gonna look. We'll just have to wait and see. But the trailer was fun, though. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I love the moment at the end with all the guns, and you know, he. What I like about Harrison Ford, I feel like he doesn't give a crap about Star Wars, but I feel like he cares about Indiana Jones. If you ever like watch
Yeah.
like interviews or whatever, him talking about, if it feels like he actually has passion for this character, whereas Star
Exactly.
Wars, he never really gave a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
he's
like,
there.
yeah, like he actually cares about this character, and you know, there was that viral clip going around a couple months ago. I think it was D23 where he got emotional. He's talking about it on stage, and also the fact that this is John Williams' last score ever. By the way, he's going to retire after
Is
this.
it?
Yeah, so it's kind of a big deal.
Fuck.
Yeah, so and then of course he said this is the last time he's playing Indiana Jones, obviously. So to me, this movie's a big deal. Um, so like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. But the first trailer, I really liked it. So. Yeah,
Yeah, I did too.
yeah. So that's good. Good. Yeah, it wasn't a bad trailer. It's like, oh God, what
Yeah,
are we
no.
getting into?
Yep.
All right. So I guess next we'll talk about Transformers. How do you
Yeah.
feel about that one?
Um, I'm I'm excited. I wasn't I wanted to try to think but man, it looks good. I'm glad it's in the same continuity as Bumblebee, by the
Right.
way.
Yeah.
Um, so man, I was really impressed, especially the ending. I was like, oh yeah, I'm excited now.
Yeah. So again, this is another series we don't talk about that much. How are you on the Transformers movies?
I grew up on the movies, funny enough.
Okay.
The first one is good. The second one I have tons of nostalgia for. So, but I'm not like those people where it's like I'm automatically gonna say it's good just because of nostalgia. I'm not gonna pull a prequels fan, but
Right.
I know it's bad, but I remember like before that movie came out, I was so like obsessed with all the promo for it. Like the Linkin Park song that came out for it, I was listening to
Me too. Yep.
tons of times, New Divide. And then like all like I was always on the website, whatever. Like in 2007, like movies I was hyped for, I was like all in. Or like 2008, whatever. But man, yeah, no, I really I really appreciate the trilogy while it has so many flaws with it. I liked what it did. You know, it kind of made Transformers like, you know, it's like when it came to the action and stuff, I mean, it's what you would want to see kind of in a
Yeah.
big Transformers movie. Like it's cool. Like um the third one, which I think is the best one,
Mm,
uh yeah, I think the third one's the best one, Dark of the Moon.
okay.
That one was like I don't know. So there's something about it. Like it seems like I don't know. It's hard to explain compared to the Mark Wahlberg ones, which I felt like were just really bad and just kind of I felt like there was no heart in them. But I feel like with the original trilogy, I feel like Michael Bay like really wanted to make those, and he did the way he wanted to.
Right.
So I don't know. There's something about him that has this charm to him, but compared to the Mark Wahlberg ones, which are no good, and Bumblebee, which I like. I really like Bumblebee, despite how cheesy John Cena might be in that one. What about
Yeah,
you?
so okay. So when I was a kid, I used to love Transformers. Like there was cartoons that were airing at the time, not the original 80s one obviously, but there was like,
Right.
you know, 2000s versions and they had another
Mhm.
one in 2008 I think called Transformers
Mhm.
Animated. That was a great one. But I was super into Transformers as a kid. Like they had a cartoon called Armada, they had one called
Yeah.
Energon, and one called Cybertron. It was like a trilogy of cartoon shows, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I grew up with those, and I had all the figures. I still have them in my closet. You know, I had tons of Transformers. That was my thing, like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And and now, you know, having internet, I'm able to access some of the '80s stuff. And I watched, you know, I watched Transformers, the original movie from 1986, I think it is. I watched that
Mhm.
one as a kid, even though I didn't grow up in that era, but I love that movie. You know, the death of Optimus Prime still makes me cry in that movie. Um, but no, I love Transformers. Like it's a huge part of my life. I think Optimus Prime is my next tattoo. Spoiler alert, next month.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm very into that. And no lie, in 2007, when I watched Transformers, it was my favorite movie of all time because I was 11 years old, and so yeah,
Mhm.
I absolutely loved seeing that movie. And then same thing in 2009 when Revenge of the Fallen came out, I was super hyped. I was 13 years old, and man, that was the perfect movie for my age, obviously. Um,
Mhm.
Now looking back, Revenge of the Fallen is the biggest piece of shit movie I've ever seen in my life. Um, I have nostalgia like you do, but I will never deny the fact that movie is terrible. Um, the first movie's good for what it is. Dark of the Moon is actually pretty solid. I agree with you. It's pretty solid. Um, Age of Extinction, the fourth one, I actually didn't totally hate that. I know a lot of people hated it. I actually thought it was okay. But don't get me wrong, though, it's still a Michael Bay disaster. And then I didn't even bother watching the fifth one, the last night, because the movies just don't have a good track record. So I was like, I'm
Yeah.
not even excited. So I didn't watch the fifth one at all. Um, and then I watched Bumblebee when it came out on 4K, and I really liked it. I thought it was great. Um,
Yes.
so yeah, this one is basically a sequel to Bumblebee. I think all the movies technically, it's all one continuity. It's just
Yeah.
this is like a new prequel sort of story going on now.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, and I don't know if you're familiar with the old cartoon Beast Wars from the
Yeah,
90s.
I know about it.
Yeah, so at one point, the whole series was on YouTube back before copyright was super strict and people were able to upload movies and all kinds of shit. So
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, I'd be on YouTube. I'd literally watch the entire Beast Wars series. And I loved it. It's been years since I've seen it, but I
So this one's
absolutely
hit
loved it.
home. This one hit home for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Optimus Primal and Rhinox and Cheetor and yeah, I love that show. Um, so I feel like because Michael Bay isn't handling this one, it'll be good. It'll be really good. The
Yeah.
guy who directed Creed 2 is making this, and Creed 2 was
Ooh.
amazing. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's my thoughts. So
Yeah, I thought the trailer was cool.
yeah, it was badass.
Yes.
And now Guardians 3.
No, no, we have to get to the earlier Marvel stuff before we get to Guardians 3 because that's the big one.
Okay, so since we
So
last talked a
since we
couple
last
months
talked,
ago,
um
Black Panther,
we've had Black Panther, we've
the
had
holiday
She-Hulk,
special.
we had the
I know.
holiday.
I think She-Hulk was over. Might have been over already, or
No,
no?
I went back to the last one. We talked about half of the only half of the series was out yet. We haven't even like Daredevil wasn't even introduced yet.
Oh,
So we
okay,
never
gotcha.
finished it.
Okay, all right.
Um so oh, and Werewolf by Night as well.
Oh yeah, that came out in October. You're right. Yeah, we didn't
Okay,
talk about that.
so we can start off with She-Hulk because that's where we left off. I really liked She-Hulk,
Okay.
which is all the guys online, who are super against. They're gonna come after me, but I don't. I'm not a douchebag, so I really liked it. Um, I I I thought Daredevil was fantastic in it right off the bat. I'm a you haven't seen the show. I fucking love Daredevil. He's one of my favorite superheroes of all time. And I thought him in this was really good. I think they handled him very well. The way they do tribute the Netflix show and kind of adjust his character, I think he's perfect in this. I'm
Okay.
excited for the way they're bringing him back. I really liked it. And the show itself, I really liked it. I thought it was funny. I thought it did exactly what it was doing, which was just, a lawyer show. It wasn't trying to be a giant action spectacle. And what I really liked about it was that which I mentioned, I think, in the last podcast, it feels like it's expanding the world in a way. Like it's enhancing, like, what, it brought back Abomination. It's bringing all these side characters. It really feels like it's like a regular humans kind of perspective in the MCU in a way, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Um, and I thought I really liked the way the finale is with how meta it is. It reminded me of Scream in a way, the most recent. But I really thought it was cool how meta it was. And it didn't go where I expected, which is exactly what I kind of wanted out of She-Hulk because I think honestly I don't like when people want things to just be the comics. I don't want that. I want it to be its own iteration. I don't care as long as it has the same basic things about it.
Yeah.
I really do not give a fuck if it's like the comics or not. Which in this case, I think it's funny enough the most comic accurate. Like this is literally like the whole show is literally a She-Hulk comic, which
Mm,
I thought was cool. and I really like I just found it funny. I liked majority of the episodes. Some were better than others, but I really did like most of them. And I just really like this character. And I I was like into it. I can't wait to see her show up in like future MCU things.
Right. Yeah.
Um
So no,
I gave it a
I
4 out of 5. I know you
four
gave
out
it
of
a three
five.
and a half. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, no, I did give it a three. Yeah. So for me, 3.5, that's it's totally
that's
fine.
good.
That's
Yeah.
again, I'm gonna just say it right away. Yes, that is the same score I gave Morbius. Go ahead and shoot me, whatever. Morbius was just whatever. It was just whatever. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't great. It was just whatever. This, yeah, no. What I like about this show is it was a straight up comedy, and I really like
Yes.
that. It was different. And I'm not gonna be, it's easy for people to just go out and say, "Oh, I hate it just because it's She-Hulk." No, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be that person. Yeah, no. Like, was it great? No, to me, it wasn't great. Some episodes were weak. Some episodes were fun. Like the Daredevil episode was great. I thought the first episode was great. The one with Wong and what's her name,
Yeah.
Madison, with two
Yes.
N's and a Y, but you never know, you wouldn't guess
Hmm.
where or whatever.
Hmm.
That episode was great. The finale was fun. I love how meta it got. She literally climbs onto the Disney Plus menu, which I wasn't expecting that. That was like crazy. And I actually thought Kevin Feige was going to show up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, is he actually going to finally like appear in something? Um, so no, it was fun for the most part. Again, people are mad at how they handled Abomination and like to me, okay, this is a comedy show, like obviously it's not going to
Mhm.
be. I'm sure we're going to get more Abomination down the line and other things. But in this case, I thought it was fun. I liked his whole like Zen vibe he was going for or whatever. I don't know, like it was silly, it was meant to be silly. That's the
Yeah.
thing. So yeah, again, it didn't land 100% for me, all the humor or
Yeah, I
anything,
get that.
but it was fun. Like it was a fun time. I'm not going to bash it just because it's She-Hulk. I think that's stupid. You know.
Yeah.
But it was fine for me. Like I said, 7 out of 10. It's a C. So yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
gave it.
Um Next up we got Thor Love and Thunder.
Oh, we
Another
didn't talk about
controversial
that.
one. No. No, that one came out in July.
No, no, I remember we did talk about it because I remember
Did we?
discussing with you about how the pacing was really bad for me. Like when I watched it, I remember talking to you about that.
I thought I thought that was in I don't know. Okay, we could skip over it. If we, long story short, I loved it. It's my favorite Thor movie. You thought it was okay.
Yeah, no, I gave it the same score as you. It's just I was very let down. It was not as good as Ragnarok because Ragnarok's a 10 out of 10 for me. But I know you don't like it as much as I do. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I was just disappointed. It was an 8. I gave it an 8, which is a great score. It's just I was expecting much better. That was my main gripe I had with the movie. It's not
Which is
bad by
funny
any
because I
means.
was the opposite. I was expecting not great and I got much better.
Right, right. I gotcha. So yeah,
um
no, well, no. I remember we messaged about it. I don't know. Maybe we didn't talk about it. But we did. I remember I messaged you about it.
yeah.
Because I had a problem with the editing and it was cut down to 2 hours. It was obviously supposed to be longer than that. And
Yeah. I
yeah, so
really liked Jane. I thought she
me
was
too.
great in the movie.
Yeah, her catchphrases though were kind of a little bit cringy here and there, but
Which
for
I
the
think
most
was the
part,
point. I think that was the point.
yeah, her arc was the best thing though for sure. She had a great arc in the movie, which I loved.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um,
Werewolf by Night, that came out as well.
Oh man, I was literally like, I don't know if this is weird or not. I was literally watching that movie going to bed like every night for like a month. Like I would go to bed, I would turn that on and fall asleep to it because like it was so something about it is cozy to me. Like if that
Yeah.
makes any sense, it's black and
No, I
white. It's
understand.
very yeah, it's very throwback. It's very because it takes place
Hmm.
in one location and I love movies that do that. It's very cozy to me. And I don't know,
Hmm.
I just loved it. Like the vibes were awesome. Michael Giacchino directed it, which is crazy. It was fun.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. I thought it was great. Um, I really liked how they pushed the violence in it, like the blood. You could see blood. I thought that was awesome.
Right.
It's very stylistic, which I adored. It's horror, which was great. I really liked how practical most of it was. The story itself was, it's good, it's fine, but like I think the direction and the characters and the whole just atmosphere is what really carries it, and I really enjoyed it. I think it was great, and for a character that's not well known, I think it was like the best it could have been.
Absolutely. Because I didn't know jack shit about, because they didn't, what's crazy too? They did not promote this like really
No,
at all. Like I think the
No.
first trailer or whatever came out like a week or two before the release or something.
Yeah.
Like it was so short. Like it just came out of nowhere. I heard people were talking about it. Oh, there's gonna be a Werewolf by Night special. I'm like, really? Because they haven't announced it yet. And then it eventually did get confirmed. And you know,
They've been doing that with all of the special. Like I didn't see any promo for the Guardians holiday special either.
well, the difference though with that is the Guardian special was officially announced a long time ago, whereas
Right, right.
Werewolf by Night did not get officially, you know. So
Hmm.
yeah. But yeah, I agree with you though. Werewolf by Night, the atmosphere, oh man, like it was so well done and spooky. And you know, I put it above the holiday special, which I also loved, mainly because I'm a horror guy and I just prefer that over
You know, I did
Christmas.
too.
Yeah, but the holiday special, we'll get to that. Oh, I love that. So,
Yeah. Well,
because
funny enough, I did have She-Hulk right above Werewolf by Night in my ranking.
oh, okay, gotcha. All right,
But they're like, I enjoyed them the same.
gotcha. Okay.
Then after that, after Wolf by Night, it was Black Panther in November.
Mm,
That one was, man, it's a great movie. It's
yeah.
fantastic.
I forgot where. Oh, I got to go to your letterbox real quick.
No, okay, no. I don't have all of them on there yet because with my MCU ranking, I remember I told you I deleted it and I'm redoing it all.
Hmm.
So like I have the ones that I rewatch all of Phase One, so that's already for sure confirmed. And then the ones that I've watched a million times, so I know where they're at. They're like I don't have the whole thing isn't fully officially ranked yet because there's some I want to go back and rewatch to make sure I know where they're at.
Okay.
So it's all over. I don't have like I think I only have like half the MCU in there.
Oh, okay, gotcha. No, I was gonna ask you, like, how do you have it ranked against the first Black Panther? Which I know you don't love that movie.
Yeah, no, I haven't ranked higher, much
Oh, okay,
higher.
gotcha. Okay.
Which I rewatched the first Black Panther before I watched the new one, and I did like it. I told you like each time I watched it, I liked it less and less. This was the first time it was the opposite, where I did like it a bit more.
Okay.
And I went back and gave it 4 stars. I think I had it at three before, and I did give it four, this time. But still like lower MCU for me, but that's not a bad thing when most of the MCU is fucking fantastic anyway.
Right, yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah, no,
yeah,
I preferred the first movie over this one. Just because I felt like the first one was a little more epic in scale. I don't know, I felt like the first one flowed a little better for me. But this one
right.
was great though. Like, you know, I did a full review, obviously, if people want to listen to that. But yeah, it was I thought it was very with what they had to deal with, you know, in terms of the real life tragedy, you know, I thought they did a
It
fantastic job.
was perfect the way they handled it, I think.
Yes.
With,
Yes.
basically they did technically recast him because it's T'Challa's back, but they still also didn't just, recast him and act like it's the same guy.
Right.
They brought
Right.
Shuri, which I think was like the best thing they could have done. And I think what I liked about this is it felt more like a Ryan Coogler film in a way. Like it felt more personal. And
Yeah.
the whole thing, I really liked the action sequences in it more. I think it was a lot more badass. And I liked the way the characters kind of were handled in this one. And it felt less like, a big Marvel movie and more just like a personal film.
Right.
And the score, I really like the score, especially with, like all the synths and stuff later in it. I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God. So
Yep.
yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Which I was surprised about. I really liked it. Um, so yeah. I gave it 4 stars. You
Yeah, I think I also gave it a four.
did
Let
you
me
gave it
check
four
what I
stars.
gave it. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So I gave it four. Um, yeah, great movie. Like it really was. So,
Yeah.
and then after that,
Guardians holiday special.
yes. Oh boy. This thing. So what I'm coming to realize, I think I kind of prefer the special format over the TV show format. Like, even though
Yeah.
I have a lot of the shows ranked higher than the specials, I feel like as a whole, I think the special works better. I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like
It just depends, honestly. I think they just need to adjust which really deserves the whole show treatment because something like
right.
WandaVision, that needed to be a show and was
Oh,
fucking
absolutely.
perfect
Yeah.
as a show. Um, and even something like She-Hulk, that works so much better as a show. But like, I think Falcon Winter Soldier, that was a good show, but I don't know, maybe it was like it could have been a special if they made a long
Yeah,
one.
Miss Marvel too, I feel like.
Miss Marvel too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't love Miss Marvel. That's honestly, I think. might be my least favorite of the MCU shows so far. I don't know if we talked about it.
Yeah,
Um,
that one. Yeah, that one's lower.
well, other
That's
than
pretty
What
low.
If. What If is bottom of the barrel. Fuck that show. But um,
Oh man. Uh,
except for like one or two episodes. One or two episodes I do like, but the rest of it, it's terrible.
I wouldn't say terrible. Yeah, I thought What If was just solid. I don't know. Oh
um,
boy.
but yeah, no, I really do like the special format. I just think they should make it like an hour long instead of like 40 minutes. But it works. Um,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I think I liked the second half more so. I say this in my review of it on Letterboxd because I did one for it. It's just a short one, but the stuff on Earth was funny. Like I liked it. I thought it was fine with with them trying to catch Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
But I think the stuff where they're actually together and with Quill on Nowhere and all that like the whole sequence, I thought was beautiful and it was heartwarming and like man,
Absolutely.
it was incredible. And like the way they use that Smashing Pumpkins Christmas song, oh hell yeah! Like, dude, that whole like second half was man, like, damn, that
Dude, yeah,
was
it
so
really,
good.
yeah, no. My biggest takeaway from this was Mantis. Because okay,
Yeah,
Mantis and Drax were the stars of this, but Mantis was the star. So like
yeah,
before, she was just an okay character to me. Like I never disliked her, I never loved her. I just, oh yeah, I
yeah.
like the character. Now I love the character because man, she was incredible in this. Like,
You really see how much heart she has in this one.
yeah,
It demonstrates that more, and yeah, very
yeah.
funny as well.
Yeah, and the reveal that she's, everybody theorized too, like she was Ego's child, and yeah, the fact that they actually made that canon, and it
Yeah,
totally works. And I had so much fun with her and Drax in this. Like my favorite line is when Drax is like, "But actors are repugnant,"
yeah,
disgusting actor, ugh, like that
yeah.
makes me laugh out loud. Like,
My favorite line is when she's like, "Do you care more about saving Christmas for Peter, or do you want your little man?" And
funny
like,
man, yeah,
he's like, "Yeah," like full 2 minutes of silence. He's like, "The funny man."
yeah, a funny little man, or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally went out of my way to buy the Drax and Mantis Funkos from this. I had to
Oh,
buy them
really?
because they were the standouts. Yeah, man, I
Yeah.
literally was like, I'm buying those right now because they,
Yeah.
they they killed it. They were great. Um, the
I wasn't
whole
sure how they were.
special.
I wasn't sure how they were going to deal with Cosmo either, but the way they kind of did it, I think, was really cool for the
Oh yeah, it was
second
really
half.
cute. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the Maria Bakalova doing the voice. It's
Mhm.
really adorable. Um,
Yes.
yeah, the whole thing was to me it put a huge smile on my face. I actually want to rank it higher now. Like at first I gave it 4 stars, but I keep
Yeah.
watching. Like I'm like Werewolf by Night. I'm watching it when I'm going to bed every night. Basically, I just keep rewatching it. Like, and that's the difference with the TV shows. I forgot to mention. Another reason I prefer these specials is because I'm rewatching the specials, whereas the TV shows I'm not really rewatching the TV shows. If that
The
makes
only
any
one I've
sense.
gone back to and rewatched has been WandaVision, and that's it.
Yeah, me too. I rewatched some of Loki. I rewatched some of Falcon Winter Soldier, but I've never like really gone back to the other ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas the TV specials, I've literally rewatched Werewolf by Night and Holiday Special more times than everything else combined. Like, you know what I mean? The in terms of the TV shows. Um,
Yeah.
so I think that's why I really prefer it. It's just more compact and I don't know, I just like it. So
Yeah. With
yeah.
me, I've only watched Werewolf by Night the one time, but I've been meaning to go back and rewatch it. Guardians, I've watched twice, but like in terms of like everything else, I've gone back and rewatched WandaVision like so many times at this point. I mean, it's my second favorite MCU thing, so of course I've gone back and rewatched it like a ton of times.
Wow.
But I get what you mean. Like it's so much easier to go back and rewatch these specials because they just seem like they're just like the regular movies almost.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I totally get where you're coming from.
Right. Yeah. So again, I might actually, on my ranking on Letterboxd, I have it. Let's see.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
let me
have
see.
Werewolf by Night, then I have Thor: Love and Thunder, and then I have Captain America 1, and then I have Holiday Special. So that's from 26 to 29. So I feel like I might move the Holiday Special above Captain America, probably. I don't know. We'll see. Um, we'll see. I don't know. I really love that thing, bro. I watched it so many times already. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And again, people, right there, you see how much I love Holiday Special, and I have Thor: Love and Thunder right above it. So don't say I hate Thor: Love and Thunder. I don't hate it, people. So yeah.
Yeah,
Um, but Yeah, so that's pretty much
Oh,
been
you know what? That's really
Marvel.
smart for you to do. Because what if isn't on Letterbox, but the assembled one is? That's fucking genius that you did that. I'm gonna
Oh
do
yeah, I
that.
had to do that because I don't know why they never put it on there. I know they don't put TV shows on Letterbox for whatever reason, but they're
Yes.
putting the Disney Plus shows on there.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think Mandalorian's on
It's
here.
gonna be hard to rank it when it's eventually like season two of Loki, you know? Like do you rank all of Loki or do you rank like the individual seasons? It's
Well, I
like,
don't know if they're gonna put Loki season two as its own thing on
yeah.
there. That's what they should do
Hmm.
because in term, especially on Disney Plus, because they have everything in the timeline order. They have a playlist where it's like everything in timeline order. So like, I don't know if
Yeah.
they're gonna like make future seasons of shows like their own, box to click on. They should do that though.
Right.
Um, I don't know. It's complicated, so I really don't know because the I Am Groot one, they
All
made
those
that.
ones are on there.
Yeah, they're all individual. So like, they should do the same thing with the show seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll
Which
see.
those were really cute, the Groot ones.
Yeah, those were fun. Yeah, I really like
Yeah.
them. Yeah, Rocket actually cameoed in one, which was surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah, so um,
Speaking of Rocket, we can talk about the new trailer.
dude,
I'm not ready, dude.
literally every time I watch the trailer and he says the line, I'm getting chills already. When he says that line about we're all fly away together, dude, I
Yeah.
literally I'm not ready, dude. I'm not ready for this movie.
I don't
Like,
want to. I don't want to see the end of this team. I want them to keep going. Like,
yeah.
please, give me another special before end, please.
Yeah, right. He's like, we have to do another holiday special now or whatever at the end of
Yeah.
the yeah. So I don't know if they're actually being serious or not, but please do one. Um, I don't know. This movie is definitely gonna have some tragedy in it. Like my
Oh yeah.
theory, people are saying, okay, they can't kill Rocket because it's too obvious, but I still think they're gonna do it. But I think they're also gonna kill Drax first. I think they're gonna kill Drax off, and then they're gonna kill Rocket off. It's like, oh wait, we're still gonna do it. Gotcha. You thought it was Drax? No, it's gonna be Rocket also. You know what I mean? They're gonna kill Drax to be like, okay, Rocket's gonna be safe actually. But no, they're
And
like,
they're gonna kill Drax. I think they're gonna kill Rocket, and then I think they might send Gamora back. And I think you think they'll kill off Star Lord. I don't think so. I think because it's Chris Pratt, they might not, but who knows?
well, that's a good point, actually. You just made me think of something. So they send Gamora back to like her timeline, I guess, right?
Yeah, or
Um,
something like that.
maybe Quill goes off with her to her timeline, and
Oh,
that
you
that
know
way you
what?
can write off
Maybe.
Star Lord. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Without killing him off. I don't know.
Yeah, they might. That was my second thing. They might run off together, leaving just Groot and Mantis to maybe take up a new team or something.
Right. Um,
Unless they kill off Mantis, but
maybe. I don't know. That's
that's
tricky.
the problem with this movie. Like legitimately, anyone could die. Like
Well, I
legitimately
don't.
die.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think Groot is gonna die because
Me either.
number
I
one,
think
Groot died in the first movie. Then he
yeah.
died in Infinity War, and then now I don't think he's gonna die again. He already died twice. So
Oh, but
like, I think,
man, the scene with Groot seeing Rocket die is gonna be, if he dies, it's gonna be heartbreaking.
ah, dude, that's how I know they're gonna kill Rocket because we had the first movie where Groot died and Rocket was crying, and now they're gonna do the reverse Uno card essentially, and then Rocket's gonna die, and oh, dude, oh God, I'm already thinking about it. And that's how you know it's gonna happen.
I think that that's the biggest thing because I feel like they are gonna kill off Drax. Is Star Lord gonna die? I think that's the biggest question I have. Or where are they gonna keep him in there?
I don't think no, I think there's somehow gonna be a happy ending with him and Gamora because like that's what this movie is probably leading up to. I think. I think maybe she'll stay in this timeline. I'm not really sure because in her timeline, actually, there is no Thanos because he came to this timeline and died. Obviously, he
Yeah.
got snapped away. So her timeline is actually kind of peaceful. So maybe they could go back to it. I really don't know. If this is meant to be the last Guardians thing, I'm not sure. So,
Imagine if in Gamora's timeline, Star Lord's mom never died, and that's like a thing in it.
dude, that's crazy. Oh my God, you might be onto something. Holy crap. Dude. Oh my God. Wow. I did not even think about that.
So when if he goes off Gamora, he has Gamora and his mom.
Dude, oh my God. You just made me think of have you watched the Happy.
Happy
Have
Death
you watched
Day.
the
Yeah.
Happy Death Day movies?
Yeah.
The second one with her
Hmm.
mom?
Hmm.
Exactly. That's what that is. Dude, holy crap. that could be what it is. I think you just predicted the third movie. Like you literally just
Maybe.
predicted Guardians 3. Um, wow. Spoiler alert, people. Um, yeah, I think that's probably what it is. I think there's going to be some reason to go back to that timeline, and they do. So, or you know, another thought
Who
I
would
had.
create the? But the thing is, the only problem with that is who would create the. I mean, maybe the villain does, but who would create the machine that sends them back in time? The time travel
Well,
machine.
I'm pretty sure all of Tony Stark's technology is on the black market, so I'm sure those things are floating around, those little wrist
Yeah,
things.
which might be the plot of Armor Wars, by the way.
So, yeah, yeah, right, Armor Wars.
But you think the TVA would interfere with it though,
See, that's
or
where
is
it
that
gets tricky.
because?
Maybe it's meant to
Well, no, the
happen.
TVA isn't a thing anymore right now, though.
Oh, true. Or like I was saying, oh, maybe it's meant to happen. Maybe Gamora and Star-Lord are meant to live off happily in this timeline, or I don't know.
Because
But
who
yeah,
knows?
no.
Because this movie was written before Loki, so I don't even think the TVA was like a consideration. So who
Well,
knows?
yeah. Well, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, this is my other wild theory I had. I don't think it's true. But the last shot with Groot and Star-Lord, doing like a sort of last stand shoot off,
Mhm.
I was like, wait a minute. He directed the Suicide Squad. What if this movie everyone dies and that's their last stand is those two and then they die? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if everybody just dies? That's Suicide
Yeah.
Squad, but Guardians.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do that.
What if those are the last two? Just Groot and Star Lord.
Yeah, and that's their final standoff right there. No, I don't
Yep.
think that's what. No, it's just a thought I had, but I know it's not true. They wouldn't
Yeah.
do that. Oh, boy. But
But yeah,
I mentioned when they showed Baby Rocket and that leaked footage, that
hmm
made this my
that's
most
shot.
hype movie of next year, and it still
Mhm.
is. It's my most hype movie of next year.
Oh yeah, for sure. Other than Cocaine Bear and Megan,
Oh,
those
dude,
two.
I still haven't watched the Cocaine Bear trailer. I keep hearing about it. Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Um. Oh, and the trailer for Ant-Man 3 came out as well.
Oh, dude, I think Ant-Man's gonna die. Everybody keeps talking about that.
Do you think he's gonna die?
Okay, here's the thing. The theory going around now is that he's gonna die and his daughter's gonna like take over the mantle, which yeah, I'm sure she will take over the mantle at some point. But it's like, okay, wait, is he gonna die? And I feel like in terms of the Ant-Man series, no one has really died. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
even they brought her mom, like the Wasp's mom back. Like she never died actually. So like no one's ever died in those movies. So like I feel like
I
they're
think
actually
Hank
gonna pull.
dies.
Oh, that's a possibility. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, we're coming up on the time limit thing. So
Okay.
we'll stop this one. We'll get back to Ant-Man.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Well,
right. As we were
well,
saying,
hope
it's
you
a
enjoyed
long
the
one. So
advertisement that doesn't exist. Uh,
yes.
so
Ant-Man. Ant-Man.
yeah. So what's it gonna be? Ant-Man. Dude, I can't wait to see King the Conqueror because that man can act. So he's gonna
Yeah.
be scary.
I heard a leak that I don't know how I don't I'll say it because I don't know how you'll feel about it if because I don't even think it's true, but I saw it spreading that the way Avengers the Kang Dynasty is gonna end is it's gonna be the Kang from Ant-Man 3 taking over all the universes, beating up the Avengers, and the Avengers lose. So in Secret Wars, they're going and collecting different heroes to help win again, which I don't know how I feel about it because it's very reminiscent of Infinity War, and I don't want all of the new Avengers movies to kind of be rinse and repeat. What do you
Right.
think about that?
I agree because Infinity War, I don't think you can ever top the shock value in that. Like, unless you
Yeah.
permanently kill a bunch of people, because obviously they only temporarily died in that movie. Um, yeah, I don't
Which
think
I don't think they're gonna do in that one because that's gonna be like the first time we're gonna see the new set of Avengers, like probably Kate, Bishop,
right.
She-Hulk, probably Daredevil, like all of them.
Well, I mean, I'm hyped regardless because I'm sure Secret Wars is probably going to be the biggest movie of all time. Like
Oh,
they're
I'm sure
literally
it
going to have
will.
everybody from everything. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
from everything, like different continuities, like Fox movies, and like that movie's going to be wild. There's rumors about Tobey Maguire appearing and Wolverine
Yeah.
appearing, and
Yeah, Jackman, who's already gonna appear in Deadpool 3.
right. So Like, dude, I don't really know. Like, I'm just excited no matter what. But in terms of like the whole, are they trying to do Infinity War again? Again, I things can be, I would never imagine Infinity War could never be topped, but just this year I like Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness better.
Yeah,
So like things can be topped. So I don't know. Like anything's possible. And again, the way Marvel's going right now, everybody complained about Phase 4. Again, I don't get
I
it.
love Phase 4.
I love Phase 4. Like, all right, here's what I'm trying to. This is the way I equate it.
It's the new
Phase
Phase 1.
4, yes, thank you. You just read my mind. It's literally like phase one. It's like, okay, we're not at this point yet, but it's because the MCU is growing.
It's seeing what works,
Yes,
essentially.
the reason why phase four is longer than some of the other phases combined is because as the MCU grows, each phase just gets bigger and bigger. So now, just imagine what phase six, how gigantic phase six is going to be. Just
And
imagine.
Phase 4 had like a giant task of um of both, you know, cleaning up what happened with the Infinity Saga,
Yeah,
like showing what happened after that, what happened, to all these characters after the fact. It has to do that on top of setting up what's coming in the future, and you know, also trying to not be the Infinity Saga and trying to do something different, which is what I think I appreciated and fucking love the most about this saga. It's
right,
the fact that it's it didn't have to tie into, trying to it didn't have to try to tie into Endgame and Infinity War like all the previous movies in Phase 1 through 3 did. Like it all had to lead up to those last two big Avengers movies. This one is really like it's right after all of that, so it's not trying to connect to really anything yet. I mean, obviously there's going to be stuff, I'm sure like Scarlet Witch and all that's going to appear later on, but I think this was mainly the first phase where they just gave full creative control to a lot of these directors. And it felt like a lot of films that directors wanted. And it was such a wide variety of genres and different ideas. Like you had She Hulk, Multiverse of Madness with Sam Raimi, you had Moon Knight, then you had, Winter Soldier type things with Falcon Winter Soldier. And then you had, you know, um, the Guardians Christmas special. Like it was so just wild, and that's what I liked about it. It just did its own thing, and that's what was cool about it.
right.
And
Yeah, no,
again, it is like phase one where it's just seeing what works. Like I'm sure whatever was what a lot of people liked in this one, you're going to see a lot more of that in phase five.
right. Yeah, so I agree with everything you just said. Like, I don't know what's wrong with people. And you know what's funny too? Do you use TikTok or no?
Yeah,
You do. Okay, so there's this TikTok I watched. I'll send it to you now, but you don't have to watch it right now. This guy literally compiled the like, I don't know if it was Rotten Tomatoes or whatever. I watched it a while ago, but this guy compiled like all the reviews and ratings that people gave every Marvel movie and like did like a chart comparing like on Microsoft Excel or something. He like literally compared like the average scores for all the phases. And literally phase 4 compared to phase 1 through 3 like actually had like the best score. So literally people are complaining, but yet for some reason they gave it on average better score than the other phases. Like it doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
I don't understand what's wrong with people. Like there, like literally this phase was fine. Like I had no problems with this phase. Like some of the shows were kind of meh, okay, sure, but overall this phase was excellent in my opinion. Like I
It's
still think
because it's popular now.
yeah, it's popular to just hate on stuff. Like, oh, where's Avengers 20 at? Like, dude, just we're gonna get 5 and 6 in a minute. Just wait. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I don't know. People are just impatient, I guess. But
Because
I'm
it's
gonna send.
popular, so everyone wants to dislike it just because it's the big famous thing that it's the big thing right now.
Yeah,
On top of the fact that everyone wants to complain about, a lot of people who are complaining about it are the same people who are pissed off that it's too woke and whatever. Who cares?
oh yeah,
It's those exact same people who are just trying to make everything seem like it's worse than it is. When honestly, this has been the most creative I think Marvel has been. Honestly, like,
yeah,
dude, we got Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness with fucking Sam Raimi back as director, directing comic movie. Like, dude, how could you not like that?
yeah. I know. I wanted more cameos. It wasn't
Yeah,
multiversal enough.
that's another thing too. They just want pure action and cameos. It seems like that's what the other side wants. Just I don't know.
I don't know. I
with
think
the
people are just spoiled
internet.
brats. They're spoiled
Yeah,
brats,
people
is
are
what they are.
brats.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we're sophisticated gentlemen over here on the Poppin' Up
yes,
podcast.
yes, I like my
We
fine
appreciate
wine.
things.
Yes. Um. Yeah, and
Well, we
then
appreciate things other than Godzilla too, but you know.
yeah, to anything. So you know what's funny too? We have barely mentioned anything DC. How do you feel about DC at the moment? Did you watch Black Adam?
Yeah, everything that everyone hates about Marvel, that's Black Adam.
Okay, gotcha. Because I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah,
All right.
no, Black Adam sucks. Like all those complaints you see about things being too cheesy, too stupid, too cringy, like all those complaints you have about Marvel. Like imagine all like what Scorsese thinks about Marvel. That's Black Adam.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like
And
Black Adam is no bueno. I gave it 2 stars. It's like it reminds me of a Tropic Thunder parody of like a superhero movie
right. Okay. Okay.
because
Interesting.
it
But they're
takes
trying to
itself
be
serious. Like it's
serious.
supposed to be like there's moments in this movie you're like that has to be parody, right? But no, it's supposed to be like taken unironically, and I wanted to off myself, but um yeah, no, it's not good. The side characters are booty cheeks. The only cool thing about this is just the action.
And the post-credit scene that everybody was talking about.
Yeah, which is the only reason people care about it because it's a cameo and that's all people want anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, because that's what even The Rock revealed that before the movie came out. It's like, really, dude, you're
Yeah.
gonna actually like spoil that? Okay, whatever. Like,
Yes.
I already knew about it like before the movie even came out. Okay, great.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I pre-ordered the Steelbook, so there's that. I'm not gonna go out and see it though. Again, I think I
Oh.
tried explaining that before. Like, people are like, so why didn't you go to see what was it, Venom 1 in theaters, but yet you bought the Blu-ray? Well, number one, I wasn't excited for the movie. Like, I'm not gonna pay twice for the movie essentially, unless I really am excited for it. You know what I'm
Although
saying? Like,
you did go watch Venom too, right? In
oh no, I
theaters?
went to see Venom
Yeah.
2 because I actually
Right.
ended up liking the first Venom over time.
Yes.
So no, 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 Venom 2, I still really like that movie. Um, People think I'm crazy for that, but I don't. Whatever, it's
I
fun.
like Venom 2 as well.
Yeah, Venom 1 and 2, they're fine and fun. That's what they are.
Yeah.
That's one of the channels I watch on YouTube. Hack the Movies. Great channel, by the way. The guy on there, he's always, yeah, the Venom movies, they're fine and fun. So, um, yeah, no,
You know
I
what I did
don't,
watch recently?
huh?
Glass Onion. I don't know if you've watched it yet.
Oh yeah, that had like a limited run in theaters.
1 week.
I
Yeah.
hear it's really good,
It is.
better
It
than
is
the
really
first one.
good. I don't think so, but it is
Okay,
really good.
yeah, it's gonna be on Netflix December 23rd, I think. It's like a couple days
Yeah.
before Christmas.
We also
Um,
got the next movie in the Ty West trilogy, which we haven't talked about.
Oh,
Pearl.
dude. Yeah, I love Pearl. I literally have
Love
the
Pearl.
poster in my room. Love
Do
it.
you?
Yeah. I guess you didn't watch my unboxing. Yeah, I have the poster.
Oh no, I did no, I did watch. I don't know if you put it up yet.
Yeah, yeah, no. I literally showed it's hanging up on my above
Oh,
my movie
you
collection.
did. I'm crazy. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, no, I love that poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that movie's fantastic. I watched it again.
I mean, you bought it
Um,
twice on Blu-ray.
Dude, you know me. I gotta get the alternate slipcover.
Hmm.
Ultimate collector over here. Um, yeah, no, I love. Did you prefer X or this one?
At first, I preferred X, but after rewatching both, I prefer Pearl. I think a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Also, the big meme, the "I'm a Star" meme, is fantastic. I like that one.
Oh, there's a meme about it now?
Yeah, when she goes,
Okay.
"I'm a star." That's a
Oh,
big
they
meme.
just used that clip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you watched Men yet, by the way?
No, I still haven't watched Men yet.
Fucking hell,
Gotta
dude. You
get to
gotta
it.
watch it. I
So
want to
many
hear
things on
your
my watch
thoughts
list.
so bad.
I know. Because like my dilemma right now, I honestly don't have time to watch stuff unless it's my days off. Because like literally my
Right.
work days, it's just go to the gym and then go to work. Like literally, because I'm not trying to fall off the gym at all. Like I don't want to. So I literally have no free time on my off days, essentially, or on my work days, I should say. Sorry. Um, so like maybe I'll watch Men tomorrow. How about that? I'll try to make that a promise. I'll watch Men tomorrow.
Man, yeah. I did see you watch Barbarian though.
Dude, that movie was insanity.
Uh,
Oh my God. Dude, that movie is wild.
although I have a weird, I'm kind of thirsty for some milk right now.
Yeah, as long as it's out of a carton, I'll take it out of a carton. Yeah, not a dirty, bottle. God, dude, that movie. What I love about that movie number one, the cinematography was on point.
Oh yeah. Oh
Dude,
yeah.
holy crap. Number two, it's a quick hour and a half. And number three, I love how like abrupt it is. Like it literally like when it ends, it just starts playing credits and
So
starts playing
random.
Be My Baby. Like it's so like over the top funny, like
Yeah.
dark humor.
I would almost say it's like a dark comedy in a way, the whole movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, rather than horror. Well, it is a horror, but I feel like it's more of a dark comedy.
Yeah. Man, that movie was something else. I keep telling everybody, like, go watch Barbarian. Oh my God, go watch it. It's a great movie to talk about with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Have you watched Smile yet, by the way?
no, still haven't watched that one yet.
Haven't. Okay. Did you
That
watch
one was
Sonic
good,
2?
right?
Yeah. Oh, you
Yeah.
did watch Sonic 2. You get 4 stars. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, no, Sonic 2. Yeah, I have the movie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have that. I love
Yeah.
Sonic 2. It was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, are you just? Oh yeah, I got to look at my movie list. I should be doing that at the same time as you. Let's see.
Because, it's been a bit.
Yeah, I'm still doing that. So far this year, I watched 118 movies for the first
Oh,
time. That's
nice.
pretty
Nice,
good.
nice, nice. Oh, you know what I watched today for the first time?
Hmm.
Inglorious Bastards.
Oh, you never saw that,
Nope.
dude?
Watched it
I
for the first time today. It's incredible.
Yes, my favorite portion of the movie is the dry glacier, the scene with in the bar where he holds up the three fingers. That whole segment in the movie, I love that.
Oh, is it? Is that your favorite part?
Oh yeah, Michael
Why?
Fassbender, bro. I
Why,
love that
why is
man.
that?
That whole scene is incredible. The tension's incredible.
Hmm.
The way it ends in a huge shootout and everybody dies, like it's crazy. Like that scene is incredible.
Yeah. I thought you were
Yeah,
gonna say your favorite scene was them eating the cake or the cream thing.
the cream thing. Which cream thing?
Well, it was like yeah, that's like a big thing because it's like the first like giant. It's like ASMR movies.
Oh, when he's oh yeah, he's putting the whipped cream on the thing and she's picturing what's his name? Fucking the woman. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That was funny.
Yeah.
That was good tension too. Yeah. You ever see Django Unchained?
Um, I've seen like parts of it.
Okay, because Quentin Tarantino, he made Inglourious Bastards with Christoph Waltz plays
Yes.
Londa, and then he made Django his next movie where Christoph Waltz played what's his name? The
Mhm.
oh my God, I can't think of his name. My God. But anyways, they're literally polar opposites of each other. Like he plays the most evil man ever in that movie, and then in Django he plays the nicest man ever. And he won an Oscar for both movies, which is crazy, back to back. So
Yeah.
like it's just I don't know. I always love that fact. That man is so talented. He literally played the most evil character ever and the most wholesome character ever, and won an Oscar for both. Like I don't know. That man is incredible.
The only gripe I have is I wanted more. I wanted to see more of the bastards killing the Nazis. You know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I want to see. Well, dude, the scene where Hitler gets shot 5 billion times is the most satisfying 5 seconds I've ever seen in a movie. Like the bear Jew just keeps shooting him and he's already dead. He's just on the floor. Like, dude, I send that gif to my friend all the time. Like, I'll send the gif of him like rage face shooting him on the floor. Like, like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, that movie's incredible. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Oh God, very quotable. Like every Tarantino movie is super quotable, but yeah, that one
Yeah.
he changed history in that one.
Oh
So
yeah, he really did. Literally.
yeah, um, yeah. So are you still? Do you still put the list up of like movies you watched this year for the first time or no?
No, I fell off.
Oh, okay,
Oh
gotcha.
yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of Ant-Man 3, I watched Freaky for the first time as well
Oh
recently.
yeah, because what's her name? Catherine Newton. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, which I really liked it as well.
yeah, it was fun. Yeah,
Yeah, it was really fun.
there's a
I
Paris
was like,
song in there too.
I thought it was, I like that whole ending where he comes back. That felt so random. I
Yeah,
felt like it was just added on, but yeah, um, I did watch that one. That was pretty good.
yeah, because the
Um,
director he actually wants to do a crossover with Happy Death Day because he made those
which
movies
I'd be
also.
so down for.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he could come up with something crazy. Yeah. So
Did we? I don't know if we talked about on podcast. They're doing Saw X, but they're bringing back old man. What's his name?
Tobin
For
Bell, yeah, as
yeah.
a
I
Jigsaw.
was gonna ask
Yeah.
what you think about that.
Well, here's the thing. If you're gonna do a Saw 10, you definitely need to have Tobin Bell, like whether it's flashbacks or whatever. But apparently this one's actually gonna be like revolving all around him. Like I guess it's gonna be a prequel. I'm not really
Oh,
sure. Like I'm listen, I'm down for anything. Like I'm when it comes to Saw, it's as ridiculous as it's gotten with 9 fucking movies. I am down for anything. Okay, so whatever they do, I'm gonna be front row to see it, or not front row, but you know what I mean. Like I'll be there first in line to see it. Um, Maybe it'll suck, because he's super old now and it won't make sense. But you know what?
You
I'll watch it.
you think they're gonna bring back Chris Rock?
Oh yeah, after the Oscar slap, yeah. Um, yeah, man, that whole scenario is so stupid. Like that whole thing is so stupid, man. Yeah, it's so dumb. I
Wait,
mean,
what
I'm
do
on
you
Chris Rock's side in
he
that
got
scenario,
slapped in the
but
Oscars? What?
yeah, like, oh, God, well, that was so stupid. I wish we could just erase that. Like, seriously, can we just erase that? Um, God.
Um,
No, I'm excited. Yeah.
so uh let's say hypothetically you were to bring back Funko Street. What
Yeah.
what would you because you haven't I'm assuming you haven't thought of any ideas, have you?
All right. Well, here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've literally actually like I would like just for fun be like, okay, if I were to bring it back, what would I do? No, I've had thoughts about stuff. Yeah, like especially considering too the amount of Funko Pops that have come out since then that I could use. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I always comment every time you get a Funko Pop, I think it would be cool in the show. I'm always like, man, I can't wait to see
E-
what they you do with this one in the
Exactly. Like,
revival.
because literally, like my collection size just increases all the time. So it's like, you know what's funny? Let me count here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. I literally have 15 pops on my desk that I have yet to film an
Oh
unboxing
my
for.
God,
That's
dude.
how, listen, I'm telling you, that is how like far behind I am right now. It's kind of annoying.
What's so
Um,
funny is that it seems like it was only last year you were like, I'm not getting more Funko Pops. I got no more room. Now you're like, I'm 50 fucking deep
yeah,
or
so
something
here, well,
ridiculous.
I said 15, not 50, right?
No, that's what I'm
15.
saying. You're
Yeah, yeah, okay.
15.
I thought you said 50. I'm like,
No.
why? No, well, my whole thing, I've always collected stuff, and somehow, some way, I always find ways to make more room for stuff. I don't know how I do it. I just do it. My
Yeah.
whole room is a fucking collection of just tons of shit. Like there's just
I'm not gonna buy any other movie except for new releases because I'll got no more room on my shelf. But let me go ahead and buy Pearl twice.
yeah, exactly. Well, hey, it is a new release though. That's my
Yeah, yeah, it does.
that's my
I guess
excuse.
technicalities.
That's my excuse. Um, yeah, no, I mean, I still actually kind of stick to that though. Like, I really don't go back and buy, you know. Oh, you know what's funny?
What?
So I was at Best Buy a couple weeks ago, and they had the La La Land Steelbook, the new one, the slipcover
Yeah,
one. They
yeah.
had it on sale for like $15,
Oh yeah.
and they had the Terminator 2 one with the really cool slipcover. Again, people
Hmm.
hate that transfer.
Hmm.
So I bought both of them because they were both $15.
Yeah,
So in the Shrek, the It's All Ogre video, do you remember in the first one where I used the La La Land Steelbook to stand in for the Shrek Steelbook? Do you remember that
yeah.
when I had it in the plastic bag?
Hmm.
So in this video, I used the new La La Land Steelbook to stand in for the Shrek 2 4K because I didn't have it yet.
Yeah.
So that's a little Easter egg. I just
Ah.
thought I'd tell you. It's some pointless bullshit, but I thought I'd tell you.
No, no, it's perfect. I love that type of information.
Yeah, and then also, at the beginning of the video, it says skip to this timestamp for the unboxing.
Hmm.
It's literally the exact same timestamp as the first Shrek video. And
Is
I
it
did not
really?
do that on purpose, by the way. I did not do that on purpose. It just happened to be 5 minutes and 44 seconds again, or whatever it is, which is kind of crazy. Like how does that happen?
Didn't
Like,
you? Wasn't the first steelbook you got for La La Land? Wasn't that already 4K?
no, it was Blu-ray.
Oh,
And
okay.
it was
So yes,
very
it's an
plain
upgrade.
looking too. Very
Yeah. No,
plain.
this new one is one of my favorite steelbooks. It's beautiful.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just thought I'd tell you that because you just reminded me, like, because I know you love that movie. So I was like, that'd be a fun little throwback. I'd use that steelbook to stand in for Shrek
Yeah.
2 in this one. I don't know. It doesn't
And what
make
I
any
think is
sense.
funny is that you did that is Easter egg without even telling anyone, so it could have just gone in the grave. But I just happened to ask
Yeah, you could
about
have gone to
it.
the grave not knowing that. Yeah. So I had
Yeah.
to tell you. You needed to know that before you died. So just
Yeah. Yeah.
FYI.
Thanks.
Vital information.
I could die
Um,
now happy because I know about that Easter egg.
yeah, no, because I was actually going to mention that earlier. I just totally forgot about it. I was going to mention Easter eggs I put in the Shrek video, but that's one of
Is
them.
there any more?
Yeah, no, the the Michael Myers t-shirt, that's the obvious
Right.
one.
Right.
The fork, obviously.
Mhm.
I think that was about it, honestly. Like I didn't really. again, it was a lazy video, so I didn't do too much. I put "Don't Fear the Reaper" obviously because Halloween, the music,
Hmm.
and yeah, that's I think that's really it. I didn't really do too much. I actually, you know what I should have did? I'm thinking of it now. I still have the strawberry syrup I used for the blood. I should have had that sitting in the background or something. I
Yeah.
should have just I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I think I have some Easter eggs. Well, I know I for sure I know for sure one that you're automatically going to pick up once you hear it. But oh yeah, I mean it's too late now, but I do credit you as executive producer on the new one.
Ooh, okay. Well, that actually makes sense because executive producers are like producers,
People
except they don't really do anything.
except they just like exactly because they just like give you advice once in a while, which you did
Exactly.
do. So that's
That's
exactly why.
actually like a fair. That's actually like an actual fair credit. Like no
Yeah.
lie. Like okay, thank you. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah. 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 It's in the
Okay,
credits, opening credits. So yeah,
I
you're
dig
there.
that. All right, thanks. Okay, cool. Um, yeah.
Which I was like, I'm sure he won't. I'll put it in there. I just forgot to ask you about it.
Oh no, dude. Yeah, you could definitely put that on there. Yeah, I love
Although
that.
I'll CGI it out if it sucks. If it
Yeah,
sucks, I'll
right.
put Tyler Tyler Myers.
Oh my God, that's great. Myers.
That can be the title of this podcast, Tyler Myers.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
There we go.
We always keep forgetting to think of titles. There you go. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
we never think of the title. That
Yeah.
there you go, right there. Um, yeah, but no, there's definitely like a major like like it's so obvious what it's referencing to, and like you're gonna be like, oh my god, like why?
Okay.
But yeah, you'll hear it. It involves a name. I'll say
Mm.
that.
Okay, gotcha.
Um, yeah. So what I was saying, if you made a Funko Street spinoff, would it be more likely that you want to do like a whole nother side of the world, or would you want it to be a continuation of the lore you've already set up?
All right. So my whole thing is, well, I don't know if I should say this because,
Because we're talking about how Saw is doing that, how it did spiral, but like Saw X might just pick up right where like fucking Saw 8 left off or something, or
oh
I don't
God, I don't think they're gonna go that
know.
route. Well, Jigsaw Saw 8 was also kind of a prequel. Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, maybe. Here's the thing. My whole thing with Funko Street is, I guess I'll just say it. Fuck it. This is a exclusive for everybody listening. All one of you that are listening this far into the podcast. Um, when I eventually move out of here, which I've said forever, which I'm dying to move out and be on my own. When I finally move out and I have my own place and I have all my own space and I have more free time, I am 99% sure I'm going to do something again. I'm not confirming it's a continue. I'm not confirming anything, but I
yeah,
am 99% sure I'm going to make something again. And if it is, that, it's probably gonna continue with, you know, how we left off, but in a new setting. You get what I'm saying?
right. Are you gonna okay? Are you gonna be the type of person to just like act like it's the exact same place, like nothing's happened, or are you gonna acknowledge the room
Oh
change?
no, I'll acknowledge it's a different. Yeah, no, for sure. It's a new,
Right,
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe that's where the Funko Street crossover could happen.
You never listen, never say never. Like,
Yeah.
never say never.
I'm
And
gonna be in the
listen,
airport with my figures that are gonna be in the show. They're gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing with these Funkos in this bag?" I'm like,
oh my
"Don't worry
God. I don't
about
know if we're
it."
gonna go that far. Who knows? Who
Yeah,
knows?
I might go to Florida just to film Funko Street X Block.
Oh my God, X Block.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, man, listen, I'm literally thinking, like, if your show could literally inspire me to do something. Like, I'm not even like joking. I was literally thinking, like, your show could be that good, and you could literally influence me to like come back and do something, like literally. So,
thanks for the pressure, douchebag. Just kidding.
yeah, yeah, dude, this is all on your shoulders now. Come on, if you screw this up,
Yeah,
forget
your fan
about it.
base is gonna be pissed.
Yeah, all one of them.
The Tyler Mitchellites are gonna be upset at me if I
Yeah,
don't
all one
inspire.
of them. Um,
What's your
no, like,
what are your fans called, by the way?
oh, I don't know, jackasses. I don't know.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
No, because there might be female fans. I was gonna say the Mitch men, but uh, he could be the mm,
I have
T
no idea. The trademarks.
the trademarks.
There
Yeah,
you go. The
there
trademarks.
you go. Yeah, certified trademark.
Yeah. But no, like, I actually mean that. Like, you could literally inspire me. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but depending on what you do, you might motivate me to, you know, because what does Vin Diesel say? One last ride, or because family, whatever.
Oh yeah, Fast X is next year too.
Yeah,
I
wait till they
think.
stop dropping trailers for that one. Fast X Part One or whatever.
Yeah, Fast X to the third.
Fast X Cubed. They made Alien Cubed. They can make
Yeah, Alien
Fast X
Cubed.
Cubed. Oh my
Didn't
God.
Joss Whedon direct Alien Cube? Was that him or no? Which one did he direct?
No, I think he wrote Alien Resurrection, the fourth one.
Oh,
Yeah, he wrote it. Yeah.
yeah.
Which I actually kind of like Alien 4. I don't know if that's weird. The movie's okay.
hmm hmm
Um, yeah, so I cannot wait to watch your show.
Oh
So,
yeah. Do you okay? Um, do you have like any theories whatsoever, like with like blind, like what, just guess a random plot and you might get right. I just want to see like what do you think might happen, considering the information you know and just guessing. This might be fun to hear what you think. I'm
okay.
capable of making.
So again, things are very vague, which is good because I don't want to know too much anyway. But from what like I mentioned earlier, I think Wanda is something bad's gonna happen to her, or maybe she'll die. I don't know, but something bad's gonna happen to her. It's gonna cause Scarlet Witch to, maybe Scarlet Witch is like her ghost or something haunting people that killed her for revenge, or I don't know. Something is gonna cause Scarlet Witch to emerge later on, I think. Now, in terms of the title Theater Girl, that is what I'm trying to wrap my head around. She's a theater
Oh, you
girl. Is
don't
she
overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. I'm telling you that
okay?
right now.
Does it? No, actually, no. I don't want to. I don't want to ask. I was gonna say, does it involve movie theaters? Is she like she work in a movie theater? Um, Maybe it's like a Pearl type situation. She wants to be a star, like a theater girl. I don't know. Again, things are very vague. I don't know what characters are going to be in it, obviously, besides Wanda. I know you had Dobby and I think it was Captain America in that old teaser, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, it was those two.
Okay, gotcha. And you said you may have incorporated that old storyline into it, so I guess maybe they're in it. Um,
Um,
I have no
one of
idea.
them is, well, one of them is in Funko Block. I won't tell you which one though.
Okay.
No, with the title, I just couldn't come up with a title for this, honestly. So I just like was thinking about like the plot, and I was like, what could be cool? And I was like, oh, that one. Like, it's nothing crucial, honestly.
Well, would it make sense though in the context? Theater girl?
Yeah,
That would,
yeah, 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 yeah. Honestly,
okay.
okay, it's not a spoiler. It's in the first 2 minutes. Really, it's just called that because Wanda's a film student. She likes movies. That's it.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Oh, okay, cool.
So it's referring to her, but I just didn't want to call it Wanda, you know?
Right. No, Theater Girl, that's a cool title actually. It's
Yeah,
very
and
it's
like choices she makes might have to do with that, possibly. I'm not going to go into it, but um, yeah, that's a little something.
gotcha. Okay.
Like, yeah,
Oh, so
I don't want to get your hopes of overthinking the title. So
no, I got you. I got you. No, no, it's okay. How much of it is like video versus stop motion? Like what percent is stop motion? What percent is video?
80% stop motion, 70%. No, I wouldn't even. I'm sorry, 20%. I wouldn't actually know. I think it's like 90% stop motion.
Okay, cool.
Although I don't do a lot of stop motion. A lot of it is it's just a picture focused on a character.
Yeah.
And there's only like a couple of times where I like try to like do like the character moves out of frame and I'll like kind of try to animate it, but
Yeah. That's mostly
it's
what I
mainly
would
a
do.
lot of still shots.
Yeah, that's usually how I did it. Like, was people talking, it's just one shot and they're just talking. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
But I didn't want this to like I wanted this to be my style and I didn't want to just seem like I was ripping you off. So I try to add my own, I guess, directorial flair to it. So
Right.
that's why I try to like have certain things look away like a certain way, or like I'll do certain things with like video and whatnot. There's one part of this I was like I don't know how I was gonna attempt like pull it off, but I did. It was easier than I thought it was gonna be, but I'm glad I was able to attempt it. And yeah, uh, it's just Um, man, I hope it. The thing is, I was like, I'm like, this was like the big thing because okay, the theater girl, it's just one long thing, which I knew it was gonna be like a 20. Well, I didn't know it was gonna be this long, but it's a 24-minute thing. Actually, I think it's 23 minutes 59 seconds, but 24 minutes. um so like I like putting that whole thing together. I was like, man, this is like a whole thing, but like I was like, is this gonna like make me not unmotivated to like do a whole series now? But like thinking about it, it's just gonna be individual episodes which are shorter. So I'm like, okay, no, that's gonna be easy.
Right.
And like the way you're hyping and talking about it, it's like making me want to just like boom, just keep making more, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Which I remember you talked about what that's what you were feeling after I started kind of telling you how much I loved the first season when it came out, I think.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm telling you, feedback is the most important thing ever. If people aren't leaving any comments, it's like, what am I making this for? You know what I mean? Like seriously, if you don't have any
Exactly.
feedback, it's like, why am I making this? So, as I said, like I'm definitely gonna be there again, front first in line to watch all your stuff. Like seriously. And I wanted to ask you too, like, I don't know if you know already, but like, how long do you expect it to go? Like, do you have a season planned out? Is it like 10 episodes a season? Is it 50
um
episodes like I did, or do you know?
I know I want at least 2 seasons
Okay.
because there's two plot lines I want to happen. But those two plot lines, they're so like important. I want them to be each of their own seasons, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Um, like for example, it's like if you had, a plot where the characters would, let's just say, time travel and they deal with all that, but then let's say there's another season where a character was like a villain that was set up in like season one. So like you wouldn't want to combine those into one season. You kind of want to focus on the time travel one season, focus on the character second season. So it's like that, where
Right.
it's like things are set up, but I want it to kind of it would take 2 seasons to kind of fully develop both of those ideas I have for these characters.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking 2 seasons episode wise. I'm not entirely sure yet because there's some things I might want to split or some things I might think need like their own episode because I'm not fully done with Funko Block yet. Um, I I'm pretty much done like on the writing scale of it, but there's some things I need to adjust, go back and rewrite things, the whole shebang. But I know where I want these characters to end up, and I know what plot elements I for sure want to do,
Yeah, I
It's
gotcha.
just filling it in. It's just the part I'm working on right now. But I'm thinking 2 seasons at least, maybe three. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll see.
Okay. So you finished this prelude prologue. How long until we start getting the episodes, do you think?
It will be next year. Like I don't even think I'll say January, February, maybe spring, possibly.
Okay. And is it
Um,
going to be like how I did it, where you do a whole season at once and then release them once a day, once a week, or something? Or
yeah, I'm thinking I might release it like one a day or something, or one a week. I'm not too sure how I want to release it yet.
okay,
Yeah, I don't know if I want to pull on Netflix and release it all at once. I think I might want to kind of have an episode, build up a
yeah,
hype for a
don't
couple
do it
days.
all at once. That I regret doing that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I remember when you did that.
Yeah, I didn't. I regret doing that. Yeah. So
um, yeah, that's the plan right now. I don't I don't know. Okay, like I'm not gonna. A lot of the things are gonna have for sure solid ending, but I'm not gonna entirely close it either. Like in case I do want to, it's getting like yours. Like it like certain things are gonna come to an end, but you're not gonna leave it totally where it's like, oh, you can't move on from here. Like I'm gonna leave it
right,
a little open in case I do want to continue it, or in case I do want to have a crossover with you. But it's one of those shows where it's like, if it doesn't, the way it ends, it makes sense. Like that's a good solid conclusion.
right. No, I gotcha.
Like I have an
Okay,
ending in mind. Like literally, like I've said, the final shot of the entire series I've had in my mind before anything else, which is
gotcha.
funny.
Okay, gotcha. All right, that's good. I mean, yeah, no, definitely have. You don't want to tie every loose end because, again, like I said, even in my epilogue, there's still a loose end at the end. So
Yeah, I can't wait for the Marty McFly spinoff. I can't wait to voice that.
there you go. That's another loose end. There you go. There's two loose ends, and even in my epilogue, so called.
Yeah,
So yeah,
we got to figure out what happened to Marty.
yeah, we have
How
to
he
know. It's
how he
crucial.
knew what's her name.
Listen, Marty is important because he is the only character that is voiced not by me. out of all the characters.
Yeah,
So obviously, there's something about this Marty. We need to learn more.
yeah. How did he know that she was a rough type? Did they fight before? What happened there? What
Dude,
what?
we need to get Marty McFly a Funko Street story right now. Um,
Yeah, yeah. I'll come back to voice him. I'll do that for you. I'm not gonna play Harrison Ford and not give a fuck. I'll be there. I'll put it all to the character.
the feature length of this character that appeared for 30 seconds. We're gonna
Yeah,
get a
to
feature
just
length
give
film,
information.
the epic return to this franchise. So yeah.
Yeah, just give me like Logan. Just title Marty.
Oh my God. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, so we have 2 minutes left. Real quick, I want to say I just uploaded or published one of the videos I just shot before this.
Wow.
Better Call
Working while we're
Saul.
talking. How much of a friend are you? Huh?
It took 2 seconds to hit publish. Um, Better Call Saul season 6. My first Blu-ray unboxing was Better Call Saul season 1. So this is
Oh,
a,
and you happen to upload it with the black and white thumbnail after you watch the black and white thing I uploaded.
you know what's
Dang,
funny?
buddy.
No, 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 no. You know what's funny? I literally had this sitting and processing like way before we ever recorded. And then I clicked
Yeah.
on your video and it was black and white. I'm like, dude, I literally just made a black and white thumbnail, but I'm not going to say it right now. So that was pretty funny. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, no, yeah, guys, this is a very bittersweet unboxing video. Please watch it. Yeah, so that is it. And then I have another one coming out. It's the Green Knight A24 special edition. I filmed that one too. So I have to upload that
Yeah.
still. Um,
Yeah.
yep,
Um,
another
and
special edition.
obviously, I got on my channel, Wannabe Comedy. I got stop motion special coming out on Friday, so check that out if you care. I mean, that we spent like a lot of time talking about it here, so hopefully that
Absolutely.
makes you somewhat enticed.
Yes. Anyone listening to this far in to this podcast, all one of you, like you at this point, if you're listening this far in, you have to watch this video, please. Even if you don't know what it is, just watch it, please. Like seriously, just watch it.
Or
Um,
no, if it, I don't, well, it depends on what you say. They're obviously a fan of you, so if you say it's booty cheeks, then don't watch it. You don't have to.
right. So we'll
Oh, I
take
forgot
that.
to mention, I got tickets to see Paramore next year. I'm so excited.
Oh, nice. When is
Yeah,
that going to be?
July or June, one of them.
Oh, it's going to be
Yeah,
in Cali, I assume then, and like not far
yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah. Over here.
Dude, I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. That's your favorite band.
Also, Puss in Boots.
Oh yeah, the
You
Shrek
gotta watch
franchise
that.
is still alive, people.
Yeah,
They're saying that movie's
that'll
really good.
yeah, that'll be the next one. It's just the Puss in Boots episode.
Oh God. Hello, everyone. So, Zoom decided to end our meeting early. We were talking about Puss in Boots, and they said, nope, so see you later. And you know what's funny? They allow 40 minutes without us, being premium members. 40 minutes to talk per session. Obviously, recorded 3 sessions for this one. And this recording, this last session, was 39 minutes and 39 seconds. Where are my last 21 seconds, Zoom? You owe me 21 seconds. We could have wrapped things up in 21 seconds. Who's kidding who? No, we couldn't have wrapped it up in 21 seconds. Anyways, this recording here is probably longer than 21 seconds. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Anybody that's listening this far, you're amazing. I don't know if you're insane or what, because, who finds us interesting? I don't know. I don't find myself interesting. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. No, what am I kidding? Aaron's interesting. That kid's got a, bright future ahead of him. But yeah, thank you guys for listening and tuning in. I don't know if the next podcast is going to be 6 months from now. I doubt it, but who knows? But yeah, thanks for listening. This is the outro. Gotta do an outro because, I mean, yeah. Anyways, thanks, and see you later.